Oh, hi.
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
You is good. Where are we having our space today? Are we doing it at the plaza or at La Cantina?
I think always at the plaza from now on.
Oh,
There's a
that's
message
cute.
at the cantina and the event page has changed, but I just I'm just like frozen on login, so I'm on my way.
Yes, that's okay. So, okay, cool, cool. I'm not the only one. It's been happening to me as well. And I was like, it'll like freeze, sometimes crash, other times not crash.
Yeah, and I don't know, I mean maybe it could be my computer, but it's also like I set my home to the cantina, not Genesis Plaza,
Same.
thinking that like okay, maybe it's just a heavy scene, but it doesn't matter. It's just I can stare at the screen, and as soon as I see the tree leaves moving, then I know I'm good to go. And I think it's slowly coming in. So yeah, I'm on my way. It's
Mhm.
definitely not. I like literally wasn't farming at Tiger Farm. That's not why I'm late.
You weren't
But
farming aura.
that is a legitimate excuse. I have been late before because of my farming. Just not right now.
Oh, Canessa, you and your aura farming and your uh old McTiger's farm cheating. I saw your boost, your
Ooh.
XP boost.
Ooh. Which one?
Your XP boost, the one that lets you level up faster.
Haha, that's not cheating. That's using your resources, my friend.
I had to ask Mr. Old McTiger, like, when old McTiger wearables so that we don't have to, like, I much rather the funds, whether if it's, big chunk, small chunk, whatever chunk, I want it to go to him for developing that game, not like butterfly prawn, because like
Yeah,
seems
yeah.
seems like people are buying the butterfly prawn wearables just so that they can attend, like they can participate
Here's
in the
what's
Old Make
gonna
Tigers farm.
happen. Here's what I predict. My prediction market. Butterfly prawn someday logs in, realizes how much money they've made. They come back. They try to bring their game back, and then
And it will be too late. Old
no, no,
McTiger's
and
farm
somehow
will have
they'll
would have
somehow they'll
taken over.
succeed. No, I see it as like they'll be like they'll succeed on the back of our good friend Tiger. But I don't know. Who am I to say? But that is a really good point. Is that Tiger needs to, in addition to coding a really good game, start shipping wearables. So there's your homework, Tiger.
Yeah, yeah, and we know that he is a very talented wearable creator. So like, he's got the skills. He's got the skills. He can do it.
Yeah. If anybody hasn't, oh, excuse me. If anybody hasn't checked that out, Tiger Farm has moved from the world that it was in to Decentraland at, let's see, 60, what would we call this? 63 128. So Fancy actually helped make that move happen, and that is the coolest thing ever. So then it's like on overdrive. So if you haven't played Tiger Farm in 2 days, it's like a totally new game. A lot of cool stuff happening. Um, so addictive, so addictive.
It is, and I mean, I never, like the man's a genius. I never thought that like I don't know. He like the concepts of just like, okay, he has the game, people are coming in and out, farming and leaving. And then he added the element like, okay, what if make it so everyone stays? Like everyone, like there's a benefit for everyone to stay here and hang out. And so then he put in the animals that like jump around and you can get some XP out of them or not, or monies.
Yeah, and now the treasure hunter, so you can like look for treasure, look for buried treasure, and then there's something that I don't even know. He was just like, "Here, buy this and this," and you know, somebody tells me to buy a wearable, I buy that wearable, and now I can see what animals are coming. So I think it's like the bear paw thingy, or the yeah, and you have to have two emotes. Everything is right there. Like it'll tell you what you need. But that's really cool because then you can be like, okay, I've got a chicken coming. That's not a big deal. But then you can also be like, oh my gosh, I have a tiger coming in 300 seconds, and then you can get all ready for where that's going to be. And he gave a bunch of alpha out last night too, like different cool ways to be a better farmer, better animal catcher, everything like that.
Yeah, you have to tranquilize them with some beaver tranquilizer. That's how you catch the animals.
Yes, definitely. It's catch and release.
If you really wanted to think outside the box, going through your in your stream yesterday, you were trying to catch the animals. You would camouflage and stuff like that, and cover yourself in shit. Um, perhaps like a little gun or crossbow that could go across the build, like you could shoot across the build and get the animal.
Yeah, well, I mean that's like what as I'm sitting there and like just being silly, trying to like jump on the animal and get it. I'm like, he didn't make a farming game. He made a hunting game. Like, forget the farming now. Take everything, take all that code, put it in a forest with critters or like dinosaurs. I mean, that's a nice way to be like, you're not killing them. You're tranquilizing the dinosaurs so you can move them. But he could just make a totally different, a separate, additional game of like hunting through the woods, and you have to catch the animals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It could just that farming is just an aspect of it. It is how you make your money and or lure the animals. You could just like lay a little patch of all your goodies of weed, just a bunch of weed on the floor and wait for an
Oh my
animal to
gosh,
come.
catch the hippie. You could leave like weed and patchouli and uh, like free range, non GMO, like soy tofu or something.
Yes, has to be free range. So I'm looking on Twitter here and I see you posted 50 minutes ago. Are you paddleboard racing right now? Where can
I
we find you on the map?
I am not, but I am following closely. I got to talk to some of the adventurers that are in this race, and so I got to talk and sign the boat of Lillian signed up to suffer. She tried this race 2 years ago and gave up. Could not make it past Bella Bella, which is like pretty far. Um, so yeah, this. I have to follow it. World Cup is cool, but I don't know. Like paddling and sailing to Alaska is just much, so much more badass. And so look at that tweet. I'll pin it at the top, and then you can go and look at each boat and follow their progress. Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and check it because um, there's one team that's in the front. They're not sleep. They're not sleeping. They're not stopping. There's like four of them, so they sleep in 20-minute shifts. But the waves at Port like Prince, what is it, Queen Charlotte Sound were too big yesterday to continue. But yeah, there's already been people that dropped out of the race. There's stuff that's broke. No motors allowed. There's one boat that has no sails or oars. It's 100% pedal powered with like bike pedals. Um, it's a pretty gnarly race from Washington to Alaska. So if you want to just find your new addiction, just go there. Cause you can see when the current grabs them and they're like fucked. And it like moves them. Because if without a engine, you can't do much. And there's some places there that the like the it's all connected to the ocean, but the water is more like rapids, like a river, and you literally cannot, even with a motor, you can't go through it if you're going against the tide currents. So it's some of the most dangerous water in the world, but definitely check it out. I would love to make a like DCL world that would let you paddleboard maybe in like 5 segments, but like to scale, somewhat to scale. I'm like, how would you do it have it to be to scale? I'd need like 1,000 worlds, which is possible, but just make like a teleport at the end of the world. But make it so you could follow along like in Decentraland. So, yep, expect to see more. I just think that's really cool.
In the DCL version, could the paddle boarders have cannons on their paddle boards and we could shoot them at each other?
They could, they could. I think just fighting the waves is enough. I think, yeah, this is it. I got to watch them leave I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, watched them leave Washington, and it was a vibe. There were thousands, maybe not thousands, but hundreds and hundreds of people watching them. So I think the race happens in 2 years from now. And I just can't stop thinking that I should probably join it and either sail or kayak to Alaska because that's such a good idea.
I honestly think it's the best idea you've had in the time I've known you.
It probably is. It's it's like the first time I thought like that there's something better to do in the real world than in like the metaverse. I'm like, this is good. This is healthy. Like super unhealthy in some ways, but also super healthy in some other ways. So I don't know. But if nothing else, like I would love to make a way to track them in Decentraland where you could go jump on their little boats and like see where they go.
I feel like technology. Well, I mean, I I think with everything that gets like popularized, like if um if paddleboard races to Alaska become like one of those things that everyone just wants to see, maybe they'll start rocking some GoPros on their paddleboards, like each one of them, and and you have like an app where you can switch views.
That would be cool. They do have GPS trackers, so you can track them individually. And then on Facebook, the teams that are like reporting in, because some of them are like you'll see them go up the channel, and then all of a sudden they turn around and like make a hard cut to land, and you're like, oh no, what happened? And then yeah, there's like two that did that the first day, and I mean that's where you really want to like send the Coast Guard out or something because they had a broken rudder, like stuff is already broken, people have already dropped out. um it's a gnarly like endurance racing. This is maybe just because there's already tech involved with like the GPS trackers, then it seems like, yeah, how could we make this, how could we integrate it like where you could just go stand next to their little boat and they're actually out in the like the harsh elements, but you're safe in Decentraland, like watching them go. Or could we make a rowing game where you have to keep rowing and like you're, yeah, or sailing. Oh, so lots of potential. But check it out, please check it out. It's gonna have its first prize is $10,000. Second prize is a set of steak knives, and then
But
yeah,
you risk your life and paddleboard like 10 million miles
750.
through like rough waters and cold and everything for
Mm-hmm.
$10,000 and steak knives.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh boy. That's not for the faint of heart.
No, no, I
You
don't.
know, I'm wondering if it's like because like I I've been a Mew within a cross country race setting, and early on, it was kind of crazy, like battlefield or middle school cross country, like that was crazy shit because like there would be kids that weren't like ready for this, so like they'd get thrown into this 5 mile race, and then like I'd be like jogging along, and in the woods there'd be like kids like in the fetal position, like throwing up everywhere, like I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Like it was like kind of like a war scenario. I wonder if that happens with the paddle boarders.
Oh, I'm sure it does. There is only one paddleboarder. There's more kayakers, and then there's one canoe, which if you if you know canoes, like good lord, that's actually like the scariest thing to be in out there in the water. All it takes is like one wave to just swamp you. But then the rest are sailboats. Like there's monohulls and then catamarans and trimarans. The one in the lead is a trimaran. It's got three hulls, and so they literally don't stop, and they're working the entire time. Like, ugh.
Those
So
guys are cheating, just like you in Old McTiger's farm.
I don't know. I think oh yeah. So if anybody wants to crew with me in 2 years, I'm accepting applications. Um, yeah, that'd be awesome.
I can do navigation. I'll get us to China.
Good lord. I mean, navigation. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of islands to run into there.
I've thought about buying some of them in my youth. I used to go window island shopping, and I would look at some islands in those areas actually.
Oh wow.
What? All some you guys don't go window island shopping?
No, not up there. But there are islands for sale.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, back in the time when I used to window shop, it'd be like there was like a $3.2 million island that I really wanted. It was just the right size.
Well, technically, I think a lot of that country up there is so remote that like you don't need to buy the island to go habitate it. I think you could probably just go up there and disappear. I know I saw a story once about a couple that has like a houseboat that they've like added onto it. So now it looks more like one of those things from Waterworld, and it's just in a cove, and they don't own the cove, but they own their little houseboat, and that's just where they live. And like, I guess it's not against the rules. It's like having a boat, but very surreal. So yeah. Oh, Dimmy
Is
said
that
they would like to navigate. Okay, awesome. Yes, Sebga. Yes, Sebga says crazy stuff. The weather is dangerous there. No hard weather. Oh yes, like hard weather, like horrible, horrible weather. Um, yeah, this
yes,
time of year it's better. I
Zesty
think.
says he goes window shopping too.
What's that?
Zesty says he goes window shopping too,
Mm.
but for decommissioned nuclear silos.
They had some of those for sale. Not well, like 20 years ago. That Zesty, the ad, it was like Eastern Washington. It was for a decommissioned missile silo. And it was my brother was like showing it to me, and then in the listing it was like, please do not disturb the other residents while you're while you're looking, coming to the open house. And it's like, who else is down here with me? I want to know my neighbors before I move into a silo with them.
I have to look for a decommissioned silo. I think it would be great for my aura. And so, just looking around the room, I see that the friends have popped in. I think we're at we are on I almost said at capacity, but no, there could be many, many more, especially on Decentraland. But good morning, Brandon. Hello, Digital Missiles. Thank you for popping up, and I'm digging the new Pangu. What up, Toxic Waifu? Hello, Brittany. So nice to see you, Brittany. You put such a smile on my face earlier when I saw you in World. Um, hello, Marsanio, Marsanico. I think I said that correct. And if I didn't, I apologize. Rustan, my good friend. Love you, Rustan. Dr. Drip in the house. We got Steve Sai in the building. Welcome, Steve Sai. Meta Beast. M. Good morning. Hello, Fancy. Hello, Zesty Beam. And Reversal. And what up, Lastrum? Let's see. Let's take a look at who's in the world. We got Witty in the world. He's looking good. Welcome, Seven Color Harmonies. Dear amigos, welcome, welcome. And hello, Scat Lion Rock. I keep calling her by her full name. She's been rocking the Scat name more often lately. So maybe I should start referring to her as that.
I was looking at Scat's style last night at the club and just like thinking we need a guess who game because there's so many people that are just iconic. You'd know instantly, like light blue skin, Scat, like kind of lavender tones, that would be Toxic. Sinful, probably like a beast head, or like the the dead Mao helmet for sure would be you. Selden was in World yesterday, and they put on the dead Mao helmet, and I was like, Sin, and I was like, oh no, no, like, and it's so funny when somebody else wears that. It's like, wait a second, you can't wear
Uh,
that. Like, dead Mao can't even wear that.
yeah, that just reminded me, like of like a little kid. Let's say like they're just like in an area playing around, and then they mistake an adult for their parent, and then they turn around and it's not their parent, and the kid's like that's kind of what just
Yeah.
that reminded me of.
Yes, that's so scary. That's so traumatizing as a kid. I remember doing that once with my
Yeah,
with
me
my
too.
aunt, but I was like, "What? Like, no, I thought you were mom."
Yeah. I remember it was at Disney. And then my dad was like across the room like laughing at me.
Oh no.
I almost got I'm sure I wouldn't have gotten kidnapped. He was there. He was watching.
Yeah, my mom had 3 kids in 3 years, so I think she was ready. I think she was like, "All right, just if one naturally rehomes itself, we'll be fine."
I was the one to rehome myself. I was living at my best friend's house.
Oh my
Two
goodness.
two households.
Speaking of rehome, welcome back, Zesty. We 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 knew that you needed to like go and spread your wings and fly away, but we were like homing pigeons, or we're trauma bonded, and everybody comes back eventually. As my grandma would say, they'll come back when they get hungry. So I've loved seeing Zesty being come back. When I saw your profile in the space today, I'm like, ah, like that's so cool. But yeah, like taking a break is a good idea, and then coming back and just immediately aping in, that's even a better idea. Like we're really well adjusted people here, so good to see you back. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Zesty says, I quit pretending to be poor and got a MacBook. Oh, nice. Nice.
Yes, yes, he's been having Linux issues for the last couple of years because he can't join Decentraland on Linux. So,
And isn't it funny that like Esteban is like, well, I can't get in because I'm on Linux. And it's like, dude, we have a friend. Could you just like solve this problem for both of you guys?
yeah, yeah, literally, you have a friend, which that kind of reminds me. I think Esteban in like the Decentraland general chat, he just like randomly typed, "Does anyone have any Linux experience?" Like I have a feeling maybe he's gonna try to start like making some ways for Linux users to access Decentraland. Maybe something to explore.
Okay, so there's the few people that I know that use Linux. I don't want to stereotype them, but like what so I won't, but I will ask the crowd what kind of user prefers Linux over other options. I'm kind of like slow turning my head to Zesty as I ask this question.
Well, they would have to at least have 100 points over my current IQ. Usually that seems to be the average of the Linux users. They're just so much smarter than me.
Yeah, I was gonna say like NSA hackers that are like somehow extremely uh brilliant people.
We're so stereotyping. Smart people use Linux. That's what we come down to.
I think so. I think so. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's been neat to see like Laster made like the browser pretty much on like 3JS. Is that I think that's right. Um, so crazy to see like all the different iterations of stuff that people are crazy creating. So
Oh, sorry.
who knows?
Mm. All our friends are making some dope shit.
Speaking of that, Knights of Antrom, they're having a contest. I'm gonna pin this to the top. A build contest. 2,000 mana for the top prize if you create a arena for a battle boss. Let me see. Here we go. So, there's I don't think there's any other like build contests right now during the summer. And so this is a good one. You might want to take advantage of it. Just got to sign up for it. There's 3 prizes, which is cool. Top 3 prizes. I will be trying to build something like in my Tuesday space. So if somebody's like, yeah, I would love to do this, but I don't know how, um, come to the next Tuesday space, and then hopefully we can, build something cool together. I don't know if we're. I guess they're probably putting the boss into it. It would be kind of cool to know the boss because then you could like theme. In my mind, it should be themed to the boss, but who knows? Maybe they'll like create the boss after you make your thing.
Ooh, that would be cool. Or yeah, just at least be able to know like, okay, it's gonna be a fire boss or a water boss. So then you could plan accordingly. Make you maybe if it's a water boss, you can make some like fish people.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Um, let's see. Sebga's asking an arena for what? So it's the pinned tweet. If you're on the space, looks like Sebga might. Okay, so Sebga's not in the space. So Sebga
Yeah,
did.
might have to share that out here real
Yeah.
quick.
Knights of Antrim, it's like a RPG fighter game, and so you have to fight like, little skeletons and stuff. But then there's places where you have to fight like a big giant boss creature. And so that's what they're looking for is like a 10 by 10 arena to fight like a mega boss. But I think also other hordes too. So my guess is that you would probably have like the hordes come out and you have to kill all the skeletons, and then once you kill them all, then like the boss appears. Let's see. You look for a GLB. I mean, no asset, no electric. Um, I don't. I don't know about the coding. That's a good question. Um, I think you can put coding in it. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they won't. I know that there's a limitation of 50. I think 50 megabytes. They do want to keep it kind of lower. Not super huge,
I
just
saw
because it'll.
50 megabytes was the size of like a DCL build or a scene limit, or this, yeah, scene megabyte limit.
There's 50 is like the limit per asset. So
Mm.
it's kind of confusing, and I kind of learned the hard way. So like you can only have 50 per asset. So like this scene that I have, half of the build half when I put this together, half of the city is one asset, like over by the floor is lava, and then the other half of the city is over here by the stage. And so that way I could just load them up. I didn't have to worry about hitting the 50 megabytes. And then I believe scene total is 300 megabytes for the entire scene. But it's based on size. And so if you have one parcel of land, like Jared's parcel right here in the middle, I was trying to be sneaky and save textures and add stuff there because that's, yeah, that's where I ran out of like, I went over the texture limits, and I'm such a rule follower. I forgot that I don't really have to listen to those. So then I was like, oh, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna put stuff in. So on a single parcel of land, it's only 15 megabytes. And I would say like if you're doing simple textures, like just using Blender textures, that's fine. You're gonna be fine. But like for me, it's when I add pictures. The pictures are what kill me. And then also sound, like sound files. Because on this scene, everything like you click everything, everything is kind of interactive and it does something and it makes a sound. So actually the biggest file on the scene is that damn ice cream cart song because it's kind of long. And so because it even told me like this might be too large for your scene. I was like, "Well, try it anyway. We'll be brave." But then it was so annoying. But I do like the ice cream cart for about five times. That's the cap. I made it so nobody can just sit there and spam the ice cream cart.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm looking at some comments and stuff. Going back to like the Linux users, which kind of supports each other. Okay. I saw Brandon's comment from 3 minutes ago. Most Linux users just have vendettas against corps. Also, a lot of egos in Linux. And then I know that this is not zesty, but the first half was the dumpster fire that was Windows Vista radicalized me. I became a Linux user because of it. Things like printers were just better supported.
Ah, that's interesting.
I did not know this. I used Linux at some point. I tried to be a Linux dude. I didn't last too long because my computer, what I had done was I partitioned my computer's like memory one like to have a Linux portion, and then I just forgot about the Linux and kept using Windows. My mind doesn't work that way. I need to have it in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I mean, there's got to be pros and cons. Otherwise, people wouldn't, like, people are like water. You're going to choose the path of least resistance and you're going to just use what works. So maybe there's advantages we don't see. But
Yeah, you can brute force hack into your neighbor's Wi-Fi, uh, or at least I was using Linux for that. That's pretty much those were the activities I was trying out with Linux.
wow.
I just wanted their Wi-Fi, that's
You just
all,
want
like, I
so
just wanted to
much.
use their Wi-Fi.
Mm. No matter what the cost.
No matter what the cost. And now that I think about it, maybe it's a good thing that I stopped doing that because, like, at the time, I had an apartment, like, right next to the courthouse, slash jail in my city. So I was probably trying to, like, hack into some of their shit too at some point. And they were
You
like
imagine like early internet where they're like, yeah, we're fully, we got these things called firewalls protecting us. Nobody can get in. And then you got the zesties of the world that like oh, I bet there's some crazy stuff back then.
yeah, no one knew how to react to things. I feel like nowadays, if like teenager me was trying to like hack into the police Wi-Fi just to be able to use it, not anything else malicious, like I think I'd get got very quickly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you're gonna get got.
That was also the same apartment that I lived in. And I was in college, and I remember one morning I had class and I had like woken up and like first thing I heard after opening my eyes was, "If you come out now, you may walk away from this alive." And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And then I look out the window. Of course, there was no SWAT team outside my door, but there was SWAT team outside the building right across the street. Uh,
Wow. That's a nice way
y
to wake up.
yeah. And so, like, coming out of the apartment, all ready to go to class and stuff, and, like, just walking past all the SWAT team people with their, like, MP5s all drawn at one building, uh, I
You
was
should have
just
been like,
like
do you guys need backup? You guys got need any do you need volunteers, good Samaritans?
Oh, no, no. They were mean looking, they were mean looking. You know how cops like to act all tough and stuff when they're doing cop shit? Like, they were, like, blocking my car in, and I was like, "Hey, I need to get out." And, like, cop didn't even, like, say, like, "Yeah, sure, let me move my car." He just, like, turned around and went to move his car, didn't even like I was the bad guy. I was like, "I didn't do anything except
Aw.
smoke pot in my apartment last night, but that's all."
Okay, did you see I Rustan sent me a video, about bricks and minifigs. Did anybody else check that out? Because that talking about, like, corruption and insanity, like, that video, you should check.
I
Rustan, I went fully down the rabbit hole, all the way down.
I would well, good because like this like I have heard about it. I heard about it like maybe I don't know if it was last week or the week before. I got gist of like, bricks and minifigs, but I never got a full context on it. Like even when I look it up online, like I can't see I'm not grasping like exactly what the big deal is.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's like an hour-long video. I mean, the like a yeah, it's pretty long, but basically, like, it shows all the loopholes of a franchise like the Bricks and Minifigs, where the smaller, like the private franchise owners can just like say, "Oh, that's not our policy. You have to talk to corporate." And then corporate's like, "No, it's on like the individual person." But they basically like stole $200,000 worth of like vintage Star Wars Lego sets, and then this YouTuber got wind of it, and so he started like trying to help get it back. And yeah, basically, long story short, like it does not look good for the corporate side of that, for the police department. Like they were just gonna like arrest, like I mean, and they did arrest him because the people were like, he's harassing us, and so like no due cause, no nothing. They just arrested this poor YouTuber, which I'm sure he's like, yes, thank you, I have content now. But I'll look it up and put it here. It's if you have a few hours to waste and you want to know what's going on with bricks and minifigs, definitely check this out. Like I think it's worth it. All right, here we go.
I mean, I could probably have it on the background while I am AIing, or what is the proper term for this? While I'm vibe coding, uh, my scene
I think
today.
vibe
So
coding it.
mhm. So since I ran out of super powerful AI credits, I've been having to use the inferior AI. So I've come to the conclusion that vibe coding is an addiction for me now. Like I like watching it do the thing to make something happen. I don't know why I enjoy it so much. So I went back to my inferior AI credits, and I've been kind of like trying to put together a game on Decentraland, just something dumb. It's mainly just so I could learn how to set up a leaderboard. But I think I might work on that later today still, and learn about bricks and minifigs. And okay, so what you basically were saying, it's what I was like kind of like understanding from it all. But where I didn't really understand was like just the blatant, like, just like this happening, like how does this happen? Like who authorized this?
It's very specific, like, in the video, it was, like, poor timing, but actually,
Uh
I don't even know if it was poor timing. It does seem like, so this guy this guy took in his father's $200,000 Star
mhm,
Wars collection to a store and was having it there, like, selling it on consignment, and then the store
mhm,
owner had to, like, leave the country, and so then, like, the corporate took over the store, basically like pushing her out
uh
immediately. But I think because they knew that this was like $200,000 worth of, I mean, these are like grail items if you're a Lego collector or a Star Wars collector. And then like having it, I don't know, I mean, basically like they can keep saying like, well, this your contract is invalid, like sue me. And so they don't expect this guy to sue them, but he does and he wins. And then they're like, no, like, so instead of giving it back, they just close the store.
that's so gross.
So
So
here,
grossy.
I'll post it in the comments. I know it has nothing to do with Decentraland, but
I mean, it might one day, we might one day have like you might put some Decentraland wearables on consignment, and
yeah, I mean, it does make you think. So there, now I think I can retweet this to the top. It's just worth checking out. Like, thank you again to Rustan who like passed that on. But yeah, it's kind of, I mean, you want the little guy to win. You definitely don't want the corporate to win. And plus it's like everywhere now. So if you are hearing about bricks and minifigs and you're like, what the heck is this? This is it. But I mean, I don't know. Expect to go like hours deep, like watching his videos to find it out. And then now he can't post anymore because they have a restraining order and a gag. I don't know, gag order. So like his last video, he's like, literally, I can't speak anymore and say this name, or I will be arrested. So super super cool for like freedom of speech.
yeah, super duper cool. But my hopes is that there will be there. This is not the end of it. It's like, yes, he has a gag order, but I don't know. The hopefully the lawyers get involved, the good lawyers.
Yeah, and I think anytime that a YouTuber's like, "Oh no, I can't talk," it's like they're loving it. They're like, so who knows? Who knows? Okay, we got to talk about this land, you guys. This land over by
You got land.
Tiger Farm. So it's Etheria parcels that are getting sold off, but not deeds. Not deeds, because the deeds only give you the land, but not the VP behind it. So I don't know. I is there gonna be there's more land for sale there. Is that gonna be another like private plaza? And if so, are people I see some for sale, 5,400, 7,700. My goodness. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I remember like it was. I think it was like at the beginning of this year or late last year, we were seeing some parcels and Ethereum go up for sale in the market in the Decentraland marketplace, and so then a bunch of us started questioning about like, is it Ethereum selling off or what's happening? And I guess like an answer that I had gotten and was that those parcels were owned by like they were just owned by other individuals. It wasn't like part of the Ethereum project in itself. It never had been. So that's pretty much what I got out of it. But then I wondered, it's like how many of these individuals like are out there that have land within that area but aren't part of the bigger project, or if it's all just cap and like it's just like you know, district leaders just like slowly sending parcels to different wallets and then just putting them up for sale.
Yeah, it could be. And I mean, I think that the entire like blue on the map is so deceiving because there's like I think Fancy, the land that Fancy has just north of here, that shows up as like gray on the map, not blue. And I wish it was all just blue because like if districts aren't a thing, then it should just be land. It should just otherwise people are like, "Oh, I got land in Fashion District." It's like, "Wow, well, I hate to break it to you, but the dream the dream is not happening. The Fashion District, it's not a to my knowledge, not a district." Um so that would help people kind of like make better decisions, I think, when they're looking for land and shopping for land.
Yes, I agree. It's very deceiving, like on OpenSea, like just like if you're buying land around in a district, it's just like a blue blob, like and then like a little red speck in there. You're like, okay, this doesn't tell me anything. and
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
and in the marketplace as well, like in the Decentraland marketplace, when you pull up the map, kind of the same. I think at least in the Decentraland marketplace, I think we're due for an update. Uh, I, I
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder if it would be a cool reality kind of to integrate like the satellite map that we have in world um into kind of like the map in the marketplace, but like of course with like little grids so you can individually select the parcels and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be interesting. It would be I wish we could make our own districts, like rezone on the map. And maybe we can. Maybe we can someday. I this land for sale. I mean, if anybody if anybody wants to get in on it, this is like a little over no, it's not even $100 a parcel. And I think the floor price right now is it like $70? I think last time I looked it was like 67, $69. I don't know,
Sev-
somewhere in there.
77.
77. Okay, so like for a little over the floor price, there's a six piece um right by McTiger's farm for 600. God, I should buy that, but I need to buy a boat.
Yeah, you
uh,
gotta you gotta buy a kayak or a canoe.
I could make one. I could make one. I need to buy a floating boat. Let's say that that is seaworthy. So that makes me pause, but otherwise it's like the only thing that makes me pause. Because there's a nice is this nine piece? Yeah, nine piece. Wow. Okay, so like how everybody bought the land around the CBD Plaza? That is, I mean, if active builders, I guess that's the difference. Like like people can buy stuff, but like active builders, that's what turns it into something like, you know, really cool. So the fact that Old Miss Tiger is here, Zesty's here, very cool. I don't know, Zesty. Zesty should have got in on the CBD area. I think.
I mean, you never know. You never know if an opportunity comes up because, like, through our stalking, we know that like there are some parcels that could just go up for sale at any moment around us.
Yeah, and I mean, I think like, well, yeah, like there we know people that have different areas where they like have an idea for that region and they're yeah, they're acquiring. I'm trying to build the tramway here to go all the way to the northern coast, even though there's not a coast up there. It's just more map. But I think that I think if you build by other active builders, that's a good idea.
Hmm.
Um, or build by yourself. However,
However.
however, hard hard pivot. We also found out why you should not do that. And I think that that is like the rough reality is what we went through during the art festival last year when we were like, "Ooh, let's have everybody build really close to each other." And then everybody did, and then the screens all bleed onto your neighbors. So it's like it is not a catch, it is not a fix. It's actually like really horrible if you have a bunch of people building close to each other and that happens. Because that's actually why I tried to get like if we could get like Jared's parcel here because he had the video playing from Julia and that was on our screen. So like that one little parcel like that, you could weaponize. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm saying this out loud, but like you could totally buy land next to somebody and just play something on the screen, and if it bleeds onto their screen, they are SOL. So foundation maybe needs to figure that one out. And I know last year, like late at night, Dr. Crillo, Mr. J was trying to help us. Did not find a solution, I guess.
Well, I mean, the future is bright. The AIs go burr, and I think we'll figure it out eventually. I don't know. Canessa, by any chance, do you kind of are you getting this feeling of optimism like these days, like with having access to Cursor and being able to build in Decentraland with it? Like it feels like there are no limits to us.
Yes. Yes, definitely. And I mean, I know it's not a save all. Like you still have to be able to like find your errors within that. But this is not the same world that we were building in back in like 2022. Like it is leveled, I would say it's leveled the playing field. And then like I don't know. I'm so glad that we're in this space at this point of time in history. Like I think all of us that aren't like slamming the door on AI, I think we're going to be better off because of it. Um yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
it makes like AI makes sense in this world. Like using AI to build, it makes sense in this world. I know how like the rest of the world is kind of like freaking out, like, oh, AI, it took my job, it's gonna take my job or whatever. But like at least here in this setting, AI does make sense, and you could do a lot of AI could do a lot of good here.
yeah, and you know what I get that a lot because do you want to know who my biggest critics are?
Super Ninja.
Yes, my kids. I'm like, "Guys, look, I made a scene." They're like, "Yeah, did you make that or did AI make that?" So just you guys
No,
you're
you
going to get to the point
collaborated.
where
You
you're beautiful.
collaborated with AI.
Oh, you know what? That doesn't fly by them, but like you're gonna get to a point where your little angels are the biggest critics of your work. They're like, I mean, literally, they'll give me the side eye. They're like, "Mom, that's bad for the environment." I'm like, "Good, you guys." You know what I think?
So was Bitcoin.
Well, I think big corporations. Then I try to go on like a rant, and then they're like, "Mom, do you really think that you made that, or like, do you think that AI made that?" And so anyway, I'm like, okay, I've raised monsters for one thing, but beyond that, like, they're bringing up all the really, I don't know, some interesting, good questions that I probably, just need to answer. Like, is it bad for the environment?
They're
But
just
what I,
trying to hurt your feelings.
oh, and probably a little bit of that. I could say, guys, every time you say AI is bad, you lose a. You lose $1 of your allowance, or you lose an hour of screen time, because then they'd be like,
AI is the best. It's like you
yeah,
gain
yeah.
from.
But what I realize is, like, I've tried to explain to them, like, guys, I like having answers, because before I had AI, like ChatGPT, what would I do? I'd Google it. So, like, what's the difference between Googling and using ChatGPT? Because in my part of the state, there are giant warehouses that they're taking out the fields of crops. I mean, this is like 20 years ago. Put in the Amazon server farms, putting in the Microsoft server farms. This is not new. Like, this is nothing new. And I think that that's what, like, people that are upset about the AI server farms, this has been happening for 20 years. It's just been called, like, oh, this is the Google, this is the cloud, this is this. And so, like, what's the difference between me Googling something versus me asking Chat GPT something? So I think we have to be really realistic that, like, server farms and the processing power of all of this, it is not new, and it is not going anywhere. And, like, power, the future will be like power wars. And I mean, at least in Washington state, we have the cheapest power in the country because we have beautiful dams on the Columbia River. But I think, like, finding better, I don't know, better ways for energy consumption. I think that's the only way to, like, I don't know, that is like, we should probably figure that one out as we're like doing more and more with AI. However, I think that, like, based on what the government is doing, or, Elon Musk, like, I think us coding little mini games is, we're not the problem. Like,
We're not the problem.
not yet, not yet. I don't know.
Uh,
Oh,
we're
and then,
definitely
yeah,
not the problem.
yeah. Um M's got a good point. If you let AI run wild, it'll produce shit. Yeah, and, like, that's the other thing too. I think, like, I would rather, it's like having a AR-15. If you don't know how to handle it, you are going to get hurt. But if you educate yourself, take safety precautions, you can't get rid of the danger, but you're going to mitigate as much as possible. And I think that that's like AI. If we can learn how to work with it, we can't take it away, take all the, Terminator possibilities away, but at least, I don't know. I have to see the positive. I can't go through life thinking that the world's gonna burn anymore.
Yeah, I like, and it may be kind of childish or naive of me, but I kind of I'm I kind of am banking on energy breakthroughs for all of this, like, in the near future. Um, I've been following like a little bit of like breakthroughs through within like nuclear fission. Um, a company, who like refers to themselves as TDE. They recently like had some sort of breakthrough. They're trying not to announce it too much, but I think there's a reason why DJT uh, bought that company. I think we're soon going to see some energy breakthroughs. Of course, not too quickly because like the government wants to have all the nice shit before us. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I I see
Oh,
we
good.
have friends.
Yeah, we have friends. Hello, hello. We spent an hour talking about racing, endurance racing to Alaska, and Legos and stuff. So, welcome, friends. Do you have
Well,
some other things you'd like to chat upon?
welcome to the AI server farm conversation.
Good morning. How is everybody?
Hi.
We are good. How are you?
Well, let me just tell you, I got up really excited this morning. Um, Talked with a friend yesterday, wanted to try some coding this morning, and woke up early, walked out to my computer, and realized that the AI I use, they no longer are supporting the extension. So I've spent the last 5 hours going through different AIs and trying to figure out which one I want to use, and I have to start all over again. So that's kind of how my day's gone, and I had to laugh when you guys were talking AI, and I'm like been pulling my hair out all morning over that exact thing. So
Mm.
that's how my
Is
day's
there
been going.
is there a chance, because like I do this with all my AI like projects. Is there a chance for to get the other one to kind of just like put together all the work you've done into like an MD file that you can extract and give it to the new AI?
Well, the code's still there. Once the code's there, it'll work. I mean, I can use any AI to continue building it. That's not
Hmm.
the problem. The problem is I like to use Virtual Studio codes, and the extension, they're no longer going to
Uh,
run the extension. They shut it down on the 18th, which was 2 days ago, which I didn't know. And now I'm trying to find a new one I can run through there. And
run cursor.
man, I bought the plan this morning, Gus. It's just too, I don't know. For me, it's too slow. I gotta wait 3 or 4 minutes for that to write what I needed to
Wait,
write.
wait,
That's just too slow for me.
did you like do like the $20 a month version, or like are you doing the free version?
Old.
No, $20 a month. It's
So
too
like
slow. It's way
do
too
you
slow.
know how to change AI models?
No,
Okay.
I guess I don't.
Okay. So this is going to change the world completely for you here. Okay, so right now, like if you're looking at Cursor and you're looking at the agent side, the chatbot side of things, under like the text thing, it should say agent. And then right next to it, it might say auto, or it might say composer 2.5. If you click on that, there's a drop down, or kind of like a screen, yeah, drop down that pops up. And then there you could choose the different AI models. If you use Opus 4.8, that is Claude.
Okay.
Uh,
Is it fast though?
it'll be a lot faster. If you're using auto, you're most likely using Composer 2.5, and that shit is stupid.
Hmm. Yeah, it's probably what I'm using. I don't know. I just downloaded it this morning, and I'm really considering. It's called Windsurf. It's free. It's fast, and I don't have to pay for it. That's what I like most about it. So I'm just
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to get it to work exactly the way I want it. And the layout is almost like VS Codes. That's the other thing I like about it. I just need to figure out how to get the agent on the same page, so I don't have to flip back and forth. It like creates a whole tab for it, and that's what I don't like, is I don't have the agent right there on the same page. So I just have to figure that out. But I'm gonna play around with them. I'm gonna see which one the best is and go from there. But I did pay for it and cursor, and I don't know. For me,
Yeah.
I'm driving right now, so I won't be able to test it. But if that works,
Oh.
then maybe I'll stick with it. But if it doesn't, yeah, I'm probably gonna go to windsurf.
I mean, if you're around later today, let's meet up in the CBD chat or something like that, and we could play around with our AIs together. I was planning on working on my shenanigans today, so
Yeah, I heard you. So what are you gonna use for a source for your scoreboard? What are you gonna use for a server? Are you gonna make one, or are you going
well,
to?
I already have one, or I have two. So
You built two of them.
um
Okay.
yeah, so yeah, basically it's just seeing what like. The what inspired this is Canessa mentioning to me like we need a scoreboard. And so then I'm kind of like just, you know, uh just taking the initiative to learn how to what I need to set one of those up, so that then when Canessa the guru wants to put in a scoreboard, I can at least point her in the right direction, give her the right information.
I freaking
But
love that this is the conversation we're having, because I think like none of us are. I mean, we're not like coders by trade, but we're all kind of figuring it out, and it's so crazy that we can do that. And I think old guy, and like when he and I compared AIs side by side, and like we were doing things kind of similar things, and then seeing how long it took, and old guy was like, no freaking way. But then like there were fewer errors on, even though mine took longer, there were fewer errors that it needed to correct. So it would be cool to have like a AI expo day. Not like, not huge, not for the whole world, but just like, I don't know, have it in the CBD Discord. Like everybody show off what they are using, and like the pros, the cons, and then see if, I don't know, see if there's like, see if people like change their mind about anything, because having that subscription, that's another cost we have to factor in. And Sin, you must be doing something so different because you are running out of credits, and I've like, I don't know, I'm like
Did
scared
you
to
see
death.
my did you see my 16 million credit command followed by
Yeah.
another 12 million credit command?
Well,
Well,
and I looked it up because I was like, why the heck are you running out of credits? Because I'm not, and I coded this entire scene, and I coded a different game, and like, and I don't even
well,
talk to me about credits.
well, I will tell you that from like just messing around with the Decentraland build the other day, I was using Composer 2.5 for that. It uses a lot less credits. It's Claude that uses the like a lot of its API credits because it's so strong. And I'm not having it like just do anything. I have like I'm basically making it create like on top of like my website, I'm making it create like an entire like admin dashboard that's being ripped off of Shopify. So yeah, there's that. I'm not like asking it to do just anything.
Well, I feel like it could be efficient also just to have like a workflow, like having the chat GPT subscription, so I can go there and like ideate things, or like have it help me with something, and not using like cursor for things that AI, that ChatGPT can do, and vice versa. Making sure that I'm like, all right, I don't, it's like asking the rocket science professor at a college, like, how do I figure out pi? Like I could ask the fifth grade teacher how to do that, not, but I'd be paying like, college professor prices. So making sure that you're like asking the right question to the right tool, I guess.
I agree. And like, so I don't have ChatGPT, I have Grok. So I tried adding Grok to my workflow, but I don't know. Grok is just fucking stupid these days. I think it needs another update. Like, like in the last week and a half, I've noticed Grok's intelligence just dwindling. Like for example, yesterday I had it like kind of put together a X post for me, and it said that Beyond the NFT was tomorrow when
Yeah.
when I've been using that same like prompt, like it should know that Beyond the NFT is every Monday. And yeah, and it's never changed. Like I only use that prompt for Beyond the NFT stuff. And yeah, it Grok's just been stupid. So I tried to use Grok to kind of create a workflow for me to for all that. And then I don't it just it was not doing what I was telling it that I wanted, or was not including into like the commands the thing I wanted. It was just like looping or something. Like I don't know. And then I would find myself having to start a new Grok chat to kind of get the results I wanted, and I don't know, it's just annoying.
Like in Fortnite when there's a new season and you've got the good weapons, but it's but it's, they're way too OP, and then they realize it, and then Fortnite comes in and they like nerf it and they take it down a notch. Maybe they nerfed your Grok.
They better not. I pay for the full subscription for that because of my Twitters. Maybe I'm not using Super Grok. Maybe that's the issue. I'm using just Grok. Or maybe it gets jealous. because like in my commands I'm literally like telling it, it's like, hey, create a workflow for me to give to Claude. I want to build this, or then yeah, maybe it just gets jealous. What do you think, Make? Do you think AI is capable
I
of
just want to
jealousy?
confirm that I'm part of the problem. I think we could start
You're
there.
part of the
Like,
problem. Are you
yeah,
Grok?
not Gronk, but when we were asking earlier before we got into semi-automatic weapons and like their dangers, just wanted to confirm I'm part of the problem. So good morning, friends. Um, so fun last night. I had a pants sighting, which was glorious on stream, first time for everything. Mm. And
Lil Griff?
if y'all miss me and Lil Griff going for the last hour, having the time of our lives, that's what DCL is all about to me. Um, and on the Gronk thing, I mean, how do we feel about Musk being able to swoop in and take over? Like I don't know that Musk done like the consolidation of Claude or not Claude, but Cursor.
Cursor.
Um, being part of the reason Gronk's getting dumber. I don't know how I feel about that stuff. Like, who is now consolidating all that power? I think
I,
even the
I
SpaceX thing from start to where we are now, and yeah, I think there are a lot of layers still to unpack that we're not gonna really be able to solve. But it is amazing. I mean, with Sin's help, we were able to build our own server, and now we've got our own RTMP server instead of one I've been renting for 2 years. So that in itself solved an issue, and we're working to take, my photography website and business that I've had that is super expensive and annoys the hell out of me, and build stuff out with room to grow. So I think they're really incredible tools that can help us do amazing things. And if you put your mind to what's possible, it's pretty incredible. Uh, the only thing that was holding back the server that we built and extra work was my shitty Wi-Fi, and
you,
screw speed test. How about that?
you were great yesterday though. Everything worked fine. I could look away from the screen.
Well,
Uh,
you could tell I threw the biggest fit in my life to an Xfinity Wi-Fi service provider, like
it
proper
worked.
fit, and it worked for 1 week. So, yeah, but AI can't pack for you, and that sucks because I could really use an AI pack bot right now.
Yeah, right. And I do see AJ's hand is up, but before the thought just like pops out of my head, back to like the Musk thing. I feel like perhaps we were seeing the writing on the wall before it actually happened, because like I've noticed like a couple weeks back, Grok had like this build mode, like that was like coming soon, and like you could like use your terminal to download like its like building app or whatever, but I never did. I feel like that was the writing on the wall telling us that they were probably going to merge or purchase something like Cursor to help them, because like I think what Grok is trying to do is get into the market of being able to create things like Cursor does for us. And I mean, I feel like that would be kind of, I guess, awesome, because it'd be a cheap AI for me to use unlimited in Decentraland. So, AJ, take it away. Oh, did I catch AJ off guard?
I don't know, but his hands raised and he looks handsome.
Yes, he is a very, very handsome individual. I don't know how his wife keeps her hands off of him, but probably doesn't. He's probably trying to talk, because I do see his hand like reacting.
And there may be, I don't know, maybe connectivity issues.
Yes, yes. I wonder if he can hear us.
Blink twice. if you can hear us.
Oh, okay, he does hear us. It wasn't a blink, but it was a thumbs up. So if you're trying to talk to us, we do not hear you. Okay, he went down to listeners. We'll probably get him back up here shortly.
Well, no AI last night, but having the family rock with us in the living room was pretty fun. Like literally partying with little Griff for like an hour and a half, dancing to y'all on screen was. I think that was the highlight of my year in Decentraland. That was so fun.
Yeah, it was definitely awesome to see Lil Griff. Like Lil Griff looked like he was having the time of his life. Okay, right now we have AJ coming back up. Oh, did I hear something? Okay, we're getting somewhere. I hear like static or like, like just ruffling in the background from AJ's mic. So we're getting somewhere.
Sin, I think I got to call Xfinity for him. That's what's. I think that's the
I
truth.
I think you might have to call Xfinity for AJ. Let him know, let him know. Oh my god, look at him. Oh, and then there's Seb guy, the chair. I think that's Seb guy. Yeah, he he turned into a chair and he's been chilling like all day or all episode as a chair.
I was sitting on him, and then he warned me, "You better find a new place to sit." And then he counted down, and then I fell. I fell. I could not support the weight.
Yes, and then now you're on the floor. Okay, maybe AJ is getting himself situated. Um, but what was I going with? Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, we'll see what where the AI takes us, at least in our little digital world and stuff like that. Like, I mean, personally, I never thought I could even get to like, I don't know, half of what I've already done with my little attempt at a game. And I did it in 4 hours, except 2.5 of those 4 hours were just like me looping with the AI on like the same issue. Like like it'd be like, oh, I've solved your issue, and then I'm like, it still doesn't work, and it's like, okay, let me solve your issue, and then it was like, I solved your issue. Here's the issue. It should work now, and I'm like, no, it still doesn't work. Just kidding. Let me go back and work more. So,
I
yeah.
think, I, I think, I think like I think our brains are being rewired also by this. Like, I think getting the feeling that we can do anything like that, I don't know. I think it's starting to become more and more like, yeah, I could do that. Probably with AI, I could figure it out. If I don't know how to do that, I could figure it out. Like just literally going into looking at a boat that I can see the light through the hull and it is not floatable. Um, like now, instead of thinking, oh, this is a bad idea, I can't do it, I'm like, Chat GPT, I have a problem. And then I literally took all the pictures and fed it to Chat GPT. I was like, what do you think? Like, and then, Chat GPT's like, actually, you've got some serious ground to work with. Like, it's not the lost cause that you said it was when we started talking. Like, so I just wonder if we're also taking this mindset outside of like Decentraland and outside of coding, where now it's like other things in the real world seem more possible because we're like not hitting as many limits anymore. And maybe just humanity, when you keep hitting limits, like, no, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that, you start losing the growth mindset, which I know Odd Job as a teacher probably always, talks to students about growth mindset. Like maybe we're actually completely rewriting and having a new mindset of like, nothing's impossible. I mean, as long as you have enough credits. Like, I could have Chat GPT tell me how to completely fiberglass the hull of my boat and navigate, like I mean, I don't know. I feel like we are crazy optimists and we're getting even more optimistic about what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that could be, yeah, I I would have to agree. I would have to agree with what you're saying there. Like, I mean, my point of view is like, I'm sure throughout the years I've like mentioned to you like at least one time out of all those years, like per year, it's like, oh, I wish I had a website. I wish I could, have somewhere to put all my stuff. And like, 2026 AI allows me to spend $60 and get like 70% of website done. Well, the front facing product is pretty much there, but yeah, like it is definitely creating a mindset of like, oh, well, like I need this. Well, I know I can do this. Like I'm just gonna sit down and do it. uh
Okay, so
I
then what happens when our mindset changes? What is now possible?
Yeah, man. I think I think the sky's the limit. Like whenever that mindset changes, like I feel like I look at it like, let's say like within my work life. Like like pretty soon I kind of want to start studying to get my um what is it? My PNC license, property and casualty insurance license, and I'd be able to sell the product directly once I do that. And so then I'm already kind of thinking of ways that I can market. Like I could have AI create a database for me of like households that I could market to, all based off of like just information that is on our county property appraiser website. Um, Yeah, and I mean, I different things. I feel like the sky's the limit. I feel so good about the world, but at the same time, it's, I don't know. There's its negatives.
That is so cool. I want to go to I want to like sail or paddle to Alaska. Like it's so funny how our dreams are like different, but they're like suddenly something that would be considered really, maybe
It's
that's so bad.
tangible.
Yeah,
It, it
it's
it it
tangible.
feels more tangible than it
Yep.
ever has before.
Yeah.
Like that that is definitely the feeling right now. And
And
and I mean, I look at it in different aspects of life too. Like what could I do with AI to make this thing easier or this other thing easier?
yeah. Yeah, and hope, like, does it breed more hope? Which, because like, if you could manufacture hope, holy crap, that's like a life hack unlocked.
I think that part may be a little trickier because like we do have, and it's like I think it may be more than not, like the group of people that are like AI, no to AI, AI nothing, like I'm not doing it.
I think there are a heavy amount of concerns. Like, realistically, right? You got, I believe it was State Farm saying, hey, we're going to cut 40% of our workforce by the end of the year. And if you don't train these bots, you're fired now, losing all your stuff. That's, 20,000
Fa-
people by the end of the year. Toast.
Facebook is somewhat doing something like
There,
that
there
too.
you go. And so, yeah, there's a real reality. You also have data centers coming. You've got one of the worst droughts, like in U.S. history, starting in the middle of the country in the Colorado River. It goes all the way through Texas, California, right? With the super El Nino, believe it or don't believe, but regardless, one of the worst droughts in American history. And you're trying to build the biggest data centers in places where they don't have power. You also have them literally telling people in certain areas, like, hey, we're not even going to give you power anymore. We're going to divert that power and water directly to data centers. So I think there is room for concern of realistic human culture that's really getting attacked right now that we have to be aware of too. And to just say, yeah, maybe we can make a website, and yes, we can make an RTMP server and we can build on this thing. It is costing people their jobs and so, in some places their livelihood. And we should be at least sympathetic and aware that where there's hope, there's also resources and humans getting erased right now. So there's the flip side in truth that I think there's a reason for it.
Yep, definitely, definitely. There is that reality. Um, yeah, it's just I wonder how will humanity shift, like, because we have to adapt. Like, we as humans cannot stay in the same place forever. We need to adapt, and yeah, curious to see how that world go comes. And Canessa, did you unmute? I thought I saw you.
Oh, no, I was just thinking about, like, like industrial revolution, like what the like Henry Ford with the um machinery line did to humans who were working, like, there it's inevitable. Like, there's no way, like, that we can avoid it. I mean, even my dad worked at a plastic tooling plant, growing up. So, like, I would go into this plant and it was all machines. Like, it was just, there were very few human workers, and that was, a few decades ago. But they were all machines. So it's like already, humans were replaced. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, it definitely makes me think about, like, the Darwin, future of a species. It's not the survival of the fittest, it's those most willing to adapt. And, like, I mean, as a teacher, if I wanted to go back into the field, um it's completely changing the way that teachers are either needed or not needed, or how things are assessed. So it's we are definitely at it, like, an exponential phase of like human, I don't know, like the job market, everything. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't have the answers. It's weird because it has equal. It's like it's opened doors for people like us that don't have computer, coding background, but then it's taken jobs from people who do have those. So, like, it's leveled the playing field. Is that right? Is that wrong? I don't know.
I would just say I think conscious building, conscious design would be a nice cause instead of racing towards whatever, not thinking about the bigger things that are attached to these questions. We've given such few people so much power, you know, and it's just like it's just kind of gross. I think that's my opinion about it. Like when you see it play out in people's lives around these causes, I mean, do we need a trillionaire right now in Musk that's just consuming more of what this is? I don't know. Uh, I don't know that you need like one of the biggest data centers in Utah where they're telling families to shower together. You know, like they got no more water. So I think we got to start thinking a little smarter about what we have if we want to build out the robot revolution. You know, data centers maybe in the ocean. I don't know. I don't have the answers, but
Data
thinking
centers in space.
that would be why he just got lots of money. We'll see it happen. Um,
I
you
I
know,
saw. I think I read something, or someone shared with me about, like, how a data center in the moon would be either very hard or impossible, due to, like, there is no heat dissipation out in space. So yeah, there's that. We shall see, right, Make? We shall see. But as long as
just here now. Either way, I mean, again, I'm
right.
not sitting here saying that none of that is true, and I agree with you guys principally. I just think the way we're kind of going about it is kind of gross, honestly. I think the human priority, it would be nice to see a human priority element involved in this. Not necessarily getting everybody jobs, bummer, bummer to keep up. That is life. It goes from analog to digital to Google to robots, sure. But keeping being mindful of the human, I think we've gotten largely away from, just in general. And I think that bums me out, honestly. I'd rather move slower and pay for a website, knowing we're trying to do right by the people around us for real and not just in context.
Nah, I think I'd be on the other side of the boat because I've wanted a website for many years now and just have not been able to afford it. And instead of paying thousands of dollars for one, I just paid $60 worth of credits and got free credits too. uh, I, yeah, I there's definitely going to be a human adaptation. Humans are going to be have to adapt. And on in all honesty, too, like maybe there, and not saying this is how it's gonna go, but there's a possibility that like the people who are against AI are like there's just so many of them that the people that do use AI are able to use it to leverage, their business, like and like create these products for the non-AIers. Like, for example, I could easily see, website makers just start using AI to create their clients' websites and stuff like that, make it easier, have a faster turnaround time.
I don't know how much longer the websites are going to be really a thing. I think they'll be landing points
True.
of data, but I think the conventional concept of what a website is, that collection of data about you, I would imagine we're going to be a more organized thought of what AI believes in us and how to realize that data of services. I don't know how much long the basic concept of a website will be the way we know it today. And I think that's sooner than you think.
That's why I own Decentraland. Centraland's the future, man. It's the future. Let's see, looking around the room, I see J Name. Hello, J Name. I see Jim Cedric down there. Hello, Jim Cedric. And Tila. Hello, hello. Hello. Oh, we have a new listener, Ronan. Thank you very much for popping in. And yeah, this is our just a little context. This is our weekly community building Decentraland space. We're on week 210. We today we are more digging into the topics of like AI and donuts and paddleboarding, right, Canessa?
That's right. That's right.
Yes, yes.
That'll work.
But with a little bit of Decentraland trickled into it.
A smidge, anyway. A
A
smidge of
smidge.
Decentraland.
A smidge. Maki just climbed up my leg to annoy me. Uh, I want to immortalize this little creature in the Decentraland. I gotta find a way to scan her.
I think you could.
Do you want to be on Decentraland, little Maki?
I mean, we just spent like time talking about like anything's possible. Like it's you could totally do that. I mean, just gotta find a way.
Yeah, yeah. At least as far as the overlords go, I think like right now it's like limited within the 3D realm, right? Like Blender and stuff like that. Can't make it as great.
For what? For modeling?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, are you asking like what else is there other than Blender?
No, I'm asking, can I get an AI to just make me a Blender file of
Oh
Maki, which I
yeah.
don't think so. Which I don't think so. Not one that I would like, or
What?
or
Oh, I think it definitely could.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
has
CSM
improved.
CSM was doing it last year, and I know they've moved on. I don't know what they moved on to, but they moved on. But I'm sure there's some, you know, product out there that could do it.
I I've seen way like people on like X being like, you can now integrate Claude to your Blender,
Oh yeah.
but I've never really looked deep into that. I try not to like believe what the internet says too much and until I get to it and
Oh
see it
my
in front of my
god.
eyes.
Yeah, I know. I know. I don't want to tell you how many times I fact check somebody and I'm like, where did you see that? And they already know I'm going to say, did you see that on YouTube? But then I showed them something that, and they're like, "Where'd you get that?" I was like, "YouTube." And then I was like, "Oh no, I think this might be AI, you guys. I think I was had." So I should follow my own advice. But I do think that I think it's possible. However, I have not taken AI to Blender yet. I love modeling, and I that's like the line that I won't cross yet. Maybe I will someday, but right now, no. Like, why would I why would I get rid of something I love? No way.
I'll cross that shit.
Go for it.
Well, you guys could talk to MetaBeast. I do know he is using AI in Blender, so I know it's possible. I just don't know what I'm not sure what platform he's using.
Your
Welcome.
your best bet for something like that right now would be, so are you familiar with Meshy?
I've heard of it once or twice.
All right. Well, it now has a you can, so if you just take pictures, different angles, different sides of Maki, and upload them, it should give you a pretty darn good 3D file of it. Or you can even look into lidar, mobile lidars scanners, which basically is going to be the same thing, except for then it creates it for you. I don't know how you get it off your phone though. That's the only thing. I mean, I suppose you download it and then just send it to your computer or whatever. But yeah, you just take some different angles of some photos, different angles, load it up onto Meshy, and you'll have a 3D um, Maki.
Oh my god.
I
Another
mean,
thing to the project.
shoot, if you had pictures of it, I could. My subscription's about to expire. I could probably do it for you if you wanted. If you have pictures.
I would not say I have all angles. I'll have to
Well, you don't have to
get
have.
the little creature.
I mean, it gives you the, let's see, batch images. Yep.
She's gonna like be like, "Why are you taking pictures of me? What the what?" She's very curious. She fights me
I,
on everything.
I believe you. I believe you.
she
Um,
she wants to know what's happening.
just gotta find someone to distract her. Then I guess.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Meshi. Okay, Meshi is a way to go. Good, cool, cool, cool. There's another subscription.
Well, yeah, because it's set. You could do the initial work for free, but what I'm discovering is if you have the free account, you can't download it, which is, excuse my language, fucking stupid.
That's pretty dog shit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of doing it then if you can't have the thing? Oh, you can make one, but all you can do is sit there and look at it.
So that kind of gets me wondering if like they are keeping your files. Like if you don't if you don't have access to download it, it's like who has access to use it? Like why would they allow you to create it on their platform? Do they have the rights within their, terms of service to like take this asset and use it for what they want?
I, you can post them to the community, which then
Oh, okay.
others can download it, of course. And I'm sure I have not read into it that much, but I've always figured anything you do using any of these, no matter what, even a paid subscription or whatnot, they can use for what if they so choose. I mean, I don't know what they'd want to use stuff I'm using for, but I figure it'd have to be something pretty cool and pretty good for them to do so.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I figure that's if you use their platform. I mean, I could be wrong, but pretty much I just assumed what's mine is theirs.
Let's see. Reversal just commented, I believe. Yeah, he's telling me, send me your character. I have hella 3D model credits. Okay, okay. Oh, he had won them in a contest. Congratulations, Reversal.
And one other one that I would recommend more than Meshi, um, and you might be able to get a free one out of it and download it, but Tripo, Tripo3D dot AI, TRIPO,
Uh-huh.
3,
I've heard the name, but I
3D
haven't
dot AI. Yep.
looked into
I think that's been one of the better ones that I feel I've come across and have used.
it. Okay, Tripo Meshi. Okay, okay. I will have to add this to the list. Whenever I circle around to the Maki project, we're gonna call it Project Maki 2026.
Yeah, you just got to get the pictures.
Yeah, right. Let's see, Tripo Meshi. Just writing my in my notes
or
here.
or you look
Or
online for images of ferrets and find one that looks very similar to Maki and use those. It may not be
no,
Maki
no,
exactly, but
no, impossible, impossible.
Well, then you
Yeah,
sell
one
yeah.
of a
them.
kind. Maki's a one of one.
Yes. Go
Then do
ahead,
you
get
know
it.
how hard it's going to be for anybody to actually accurately like 3D scan a fucking ferret?
I know. That's
So if whoever does, they're gonna corner the market because if anybody knows a ferret, like those guys, they're squirrely. So you could be the person that has the best render of a ferret on the internet, and then Disney's like, yeah, we actually tried, but we couldn't get a good render of a ferret because they're always running around. So we're gonna need to use yours.
they're always ferreting around. Uh, but no, no, you got many points are being made. Many points are being made. Maybe the Project Maki 2026 is a bigger undertaking than I'm aware of initially. um, but yeah, I mean, definitely, to kind of like the, one of one, like, I think Canessa could agree, or actually, like, I mean, all of you that have had pets in the past, like, whenever you have let's say you have a German Shepherd, right? And it starts running around in a group of German Shepherds. I feel like you know which one is yours by just looking at their face.
Yes. Yeah.
I there's something unique about, like, just dogs or pets, different pets in general, like you won't find two of the exact same, or at least I haven't in my lifetime. Now you have to be conscious enough to know what your pet looks like. Sorry, Vanessa.
No, no, I was gonna say yes, and I was gonna say it's just like kids. You know your kid from far, far away.
Oh well, that's not fair. The kid looks like you.
No, not always. Not always.
Uh, but you right, you right. Okay, okay. Adding another thing to the list. Maybe once I have super powerful Claude AI credits, I will I will get a friend to make me a Maki model. Ooh, what is this? What did Brandon post on in the CBD general chat? GitHub, Brandon Manis slash CBD Discord archive. Ah, yes, yes. We had our what would be the proper term for what we did to the Discord? Our cleanup?
Yeah, I think so. We've got 4 years worth of really cool projects, but a lot of them just are, they're projects that like done a long time ago. We don't need them, so he cleaned them up, made it. I think it was a little much for like new users to navigate and old users, so he cleaned it up. But then he also saved it, so we don't just lose it.
It's funny because I was in there the other day and thinking just that, looking at some of those things, thinking it was time for that. So that's good.
Yeah, there's really cool. I mean, we've done some cool things over time. Like the Wondermind screen was what started it all. Like that was one project that we thought was important, and started there and moved its way outward. Um, but yeah, I think it'll be better having it like cleaner, more streamlined.
Hardware part research data. Sorry, I'm over here just trying to catch up on in-world chat. Just looking around, looking around. Any build any cool shit lately, Canessa?
Oh, I'm building. I'm always building, but this one, yeah, I don't know when I'll have it done, but sometime soon. Definitely
Ooh.
learning more. Learning, learning, learning. That's the best part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. With my dumb AI, I've had to, and like my little playing around the other day, I was learning along the process too. I was because like so just for a little context for everyone, basically what it is just basically a bunch of Mew bubbles on a parcel of land that will like spawn underground and kind of float up into the sky, and then you got to go around and like collect them or pop them, and the higher score you get, the faster they go, and blah blah blah. Initially, I like made the floor, I plopped the Mew bubble in the middle of the build, and then I was like, AI, do this. And it was like struggling. Like I was telling it, like make Mew bubbles spawn, across all around the build, like multiple of them at random, blah blah blah. And it was like trying, but it couldn't do it. And then like not until like I went back into the creator hub and duplicated those Mew bubbles and placed them in different sections of the build was the AI able to make what I wanted it to do, or do what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, that might be a good place where you at least have like, give it coordinates to start, because then you could say from these coordinates, duplicate it, but move it, up 5, to the right 7, and to the 8, or to, and then randomize those, because you could have like the framework to start. But I think it does help to be real like concise on some things. But I don't know. And then like sometimes you're like, what? Like I made this It's black and white. Like literally, I don't know how to make this easier, and then it'll struggle. So hard to say. Sometimes it just does.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's from my takeaways, it's like you need to give it the means, I guess, in a way. At least like when you're doing something within the creator hub, which like I can actually see how building in a creator hub for Decentraland may be more complex than building a website.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, because you have to like you're not dealing within like a 2D setting. Like, like a website is kind of like front facing, like where, kind of like it's on your screen and it faces you. And there's like really it's not like a 3D kind of thing to going around. It's not working in 3 dimensions.
Yeah,
But once you take it to the creator hub, like it is working in 3 dimensions.
yeah, yeah. That's interesting. I mean, I think having a background in like a process we call task analysis has really, really, really been helpful. Like it's something that we use in special education. You break down one task into multiple smaller tasks, and so a lot of times I'm just like, um, that is helpful because I'll be like, okay, I want it to do this and this and this, but I'm only going to say I want it to do this, and then I let it, and then I do the next step. Like I don't multiple prompt. I do that less and less. I just wait, I let it do the one thing, and then I do the next thing. Because I think that that's where you run into problems too, is like saying, I want new bubbles in the air falling from the sky, and I want some of them to be rotating, and I want something,
I,
something like,
I want fire to be
yeah, and also
blowing out of the
using
mirror
really
bubbles.
concise language, I used to have a joke with my students, things and stuff. Like you never use that in writing. Like you have to find a better way to describe something. So if you're like move this over here, like no, what are you wanting to move? Move the GLB 368 right 15 pixels, and I don't know. I think that's helped just
So
for me to do it that.
so me giving the command, move this thingy over there is not.
Definitely, definitely not. Like I'll be real anal about it. Like put it parentheses. Like I added GLB, dog slash GLB to the models folder. Please take this and place it at 16 -412. And I don't know. I mean, don't get me started. Don't look at Doc's headlights. Those damn headlights are giving me such issues because it's like headlights on the side of the car. And then I'm like, okay, rotate them 90 degrees. And like, oh my God. I'm like, no, no, not that way, not that way. So I still, the headlights and I are battling. So
they,
there's
they
still
seem to
a,
be looking good on my end.
oh, but I don't think they're going forward. They're supposed to be
W-
going forward. But,
Yeah, the headlights. I see the underglow and I see the headlights up front.
um, that's good because I see them shining out the side of the car.
Okay, so like on stream and on the screen in Decentraland, you should be able to
Yeah.
see it here in a
It's
little bit.
almost you're running to the car right now. Let's see. Because the other day I was yeah, okay, see that's not what I'm seeing.
You see the contrast?
Um I well get in okay, yeah, wait. Get in no, you can't get in the
You're
car.
gonna you're
Okay.
gonna have to give me the secret code.
I know. Okay, so that's the way it looks if you walk up to the car, which is what you're supposed to see. But then
What?
cuz yes, that's what I see. But then if I get in it, now the
Ah,
headlights.
ah, okay, I see now. So it looks like the headlights are shining back
Yeah.
behind. Okay, I see now.
Yeah,
I
and
see
then
now.
the undercarriage lights aren't up to like then they're like those aren't shining the way they should.
Oh, wait, the undercarriage lights? Because I do see the neon under. Like the only reason why I see them messing up is whenever the headlight
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
into. But
I think it's just
yeah,
overpowering it. Yeah.
So did you or do you in that scene do you have a prompt in there already that things are supposed to follow the avatar? Because that might be what's happening when you're getting in the car. The lights are shining towards the avatar.
Um,
Oh.
maybe, but
Mm.
I think that the car is supposed to follow the avatar. I'm not sure how that would affect the lights because I got it to work. Well, I also like, yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on. What I think might be part of the issue is that oh, and where did I see it? I can't remember if somebody said it or if is that M? Hi M. I stole Doc's car. Don't
I
tell
saw the
Doc.
car yesterday. I saw Doc's car yesterday.
Don't I stole it. But there's a limit to the amount of lights that can be on a scene. And so I think like I actually have about 15 lights shining on this car because I want the paint to sparkle like a vampire when I drive. Or when Doc drives. So they start to like double negative themselves out. And so I almost think that that's what it is. Like that there might be a scene limit for how many lights you can have on a scene. Also, you guys, you have to drive these cars on mobile. Like you on mobile you can actually do burnouts. Like tight little circles. There's it's so cool. It's so cool on mobile.
In chat, I see that Fancy stole M's car.
Fancy. What? How did you steal it, Fancy? I didn't give you the
Fancy knows all the codes.
what? I didn't give you the codes. Maybe somebody else did. What I want to do is make it like you have to go find the car keys, and then
Ooh, that would be cool. Like a series of quests. Like it's like go talk to Dr. Drip NPC in CBD Plaza, and then he'll like activate the quest, and it's like you gotta go get some oil. Gotta buy some oil from the store to do an oil
yeah.
change, and you gotta get a jack to change the tires.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny because like, what if it's like, hey, if you don't have oil, use old guy's barbecue sauce, and like you got to put it in. But I would also like to make it like where you legit could hotwire the car, like you have to go through a process, but then if somebody, if Doc catches you, well, no, I can't go any further, that's too traumatic because uh my brother got his car
Whose
stolen.
car did you steal? Oh, okay.
No, my brother had a Mustang muscle car and somebody did that, and so nope, I can't. It's like it's funny until it's not. It's like nope, we're not gonna go there, but maybe something fun.
Yeah, yeah. My family went through something like that back when we lived in Miami. We had lived in Miami for about like 8 months, and our only family car was like a Chevy Blazer. And one morning dad wakes up at 4 o'clock to go to work, and walks to where the car was parked, and it wasn't there.
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah, instead they found it about like 3 miles, like, away from where it was taken, and it was on, like, cinder blocks, and it was, like,
Oh,
completely stripped down.
jeez.
Yep, yep. Did that happen to the Mustang? Did it get
Oh,
completely stripped?
they never found the Mustang, and he did about 2 years worth of work on his own engine, like thousands of
Oh,
dollars, rebuilt it by himself. And no, it was
oh.
actually, he was with his Mustang like car club at the time, and they missed them by like a minute. And I'm still thankful that they missed him because that probably would have been a really bad day. If I mean, it was a bad day, but I think it could have been a lot worse if the Mustang Car Club finds somebody stealing a Mustang.
Yes. I found the, skeleton that you could become
Oh,
in the CBD Plaza. I
yeah.
didn't catch that before.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. There's a few things out there that um, I made sure that there's always something new to find. I think
mhm.
tried to.
Yeah. And you know, I like that you are adapting all of this, because like right now we may be in like the early iterations of it all, like you could become the skeleton, but its limbs are not working just yet, but like
Yeah.
one day it could just be that you could replace your like you could make the skeleton like match your avatar's armature,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it could be like walking around.
Yep. Yeah, I had other plans for that skeleton. We'll see. A lot of it is just like kind of came up with it. Uh and like I got to
Found a
I
wind
got to
pool.
yeah, yeah. I got to a certain like point where that was as much as I could add without going over the limits. But then I'm like, nah, forget it. Let's just go over the limits.
Let's just not follow the rules.
Yeah, they're more
You
like
rule breaker.
guidelines.
They're suggestions.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Fancy,
Ooh.
watch out. The car's needing some cleaning.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this is what this is. Okay.
What?
I was on the top of a building and I saw like this white hole, and yeah, it's just like a chute to bring down to the ground.
What? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's something I built a long time ago. Like, didn't even remember that I had it.
Little chute, and then I found a toilet over here. Oh, what a street cleaner just went through this building.
Yeah, trying to clean it up. I got the toilet running around.
Yeah, things are getting real shitty real fast.
Oh, and hit shift because I can't make a toilet without making it flushable.
Oh wait, it's so like it does the flushing sound.
Oh, on and on and on. It will do the
Oh,
flushing sound over and over again.
well, I mean, I will have to test this after the show. If not, we'll hear like echoes
Oh my gosh.
of our conversation in world, and
Yeah, we don't want that, but
oh, you can. Okay, definitely noticing that there are more items that you can become.
yeah. Yeah, there are, and I added them after the first event, so they're in here. They're hiding. Some are
Right
heavy.
now, I'm under construction sign.
Oh, nice.
And have I given well, I think I have. Like I think like after like a Beyond the NFT, uh like I was just absolutely praising the tram
Oh,
system. It is so fun. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like just me, me and my dumbness, my easy to pleaseness, but I don't know. It feels like an immersive experience to be in that tram, and like it feels like you're going fast too, even though
yeah,
you probably aren't. But like it feels like you're going fast because of the tunnel being so compact.
yeah. There's a few things I think you can do with like forced perspective to make it feel like that. If those rings were not there, you would not feel like you were going so fast. And I think that the more like the closer they are to each other, the faster it would feel. And I think if I made those angles not so 90 degree ish, I could you wouldn't have to slow down so much. Um, but like if you go much faster, I don't think it's gonna work. And especially on mobile, it kind of sometimes it loses you. Like the colliders are funky on mobile a little bit sometimes when you're standing on a collider. And
Mhm.
so it's like I have to optimize it for like to make it fast on PC and cool, but to make it actually like functional on that. Oh, and then Sebga, if you want to try the tram, the quickest way is to go over to the picture here and just click ride the tram, and it teleports you right to it. You just have to wait for the tram. So that's why I put like wait for tram because I figured people are going to be like it's not here. And I wanted to have a countdown like how quick that you could get here, but but I haven't figured out how to do that.
Okay. Oh wait, is this yeah, there's multiple here. Let me tell get Seb guys. Seb guy, follow me.
I wanted to make it like where you would have to discover this stuff on your own.
No,
But
you kind of have in a way. I know it's not complete, but
yeah,
you have.
I don't think people would find it, to be honest. I don't think people would find most of this stuff. I think, like, I kind of hate putting the instructions right out there, but then I'm like, I don't think people would find it if I don't. So, I don't know.
I think it just takes a little bit of exploring,
Yeah.
which is kind of like the fun side of this build. Ooh, it's asking me to become something, but I don't know what.
Ooh.
Made me invisible. What
Where
am
are
I?
you?
Yeah, what am I? Am I a ghost or something? Yeah, I
Ooh.
am a ghost.
Yeah, you're a ghost. You are not invisible, but you are invisible one way. So, like, turn.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, yeah. But oh, this is really cool. You can see the shadow of the
Yeah.
ghost. So like in my eyes, if I'm looking invisible, like I you can
Yeah.
see the shadow.
It's like backface culling. It's like one side you can see it, the other side you can't. So.
Yeah, so you
I
can
see
see
you.
me front
Yes,
facing, but
I
then
see you.
if I turn around, do you see me?
I can see, not really. There's like little
Yeah,
parts that I can see, but not much.
yeah, but then if I fight, yeah, good work, good work.
Oh, well,
Ooh,
I try.
I try. Only put in like a few hundred hours, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's why, like, uh, when you were running out of credits and I built this whole thing and I'm not running out of credits, I'm like, wait a second.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah,
uh,
but
let's.
once again, like you're using the free version, right? The two composer.
Yeah, and then also like
Yeah.
the things that you're asking it to do, they're not all equal. Like not all questions or commands are the same. So like
Hmm.
anything that has to do with deeper coding, like that's uh what was I asking it? I think I asked like why have I not run out of credits? But it I think probably if the repo, if like the Decentraland SDK documentation is out there, then I can just like basically piggyback onto that, and AI can be like, all right, I'm gonna use the change item for the avatar code that the GitHub, like it's already out there that Decentraland
Ah, so you're feeding it
wrote that.
GitHub stuff.
I'm
Okay,
not
that's
feeding it
actually
GitHub.
good.
I'm not like I'm just guessing that that stuff is already out there in the repo. So it's grabbing what already exists, whereas you are probably creating stuff from scratch. Like I want a website, and it's not going to the
Yeah,
Decentraland documentation and grabbing what Decentraland has already created. You're
yeah.
completely starting from scratch. That's
y-
just what like Chat GPT kind of told me, that like the bigger the prompts, the more it's gonna use up.
Yeah, totally understandable. And I mean, like I will add that if you use like the composer, you definitely use a lot less credits. Like I said, I spent 4 hours worth of looping. Like I feel like I was literally wasting credits. But if I look at like my my usage for composer 2.5, it says I've only used 6% of my allowed use. So there's that. Like it's just Claude or Opus that uses a lot of credits, and that's basically what I was running it through. Composer, yeah, I can do a lot. Looks like, but it's so dumb.
Is there an OP badge this week?
There should be. Rustan said it wasn't working, so let me
Yeah,
see.
wasn't for
So
me either.
Okay.
I like clicked on it the first time, like the to claim it, and it didn't say anything. And then I clicked on it again, and it said badge claimed. But I haven't
Hmm.
looked in OpenSea. Let me
Okay, let
go
me
to
take a look.
OpenSea.
Because I know I got something like that, but then the space was starting, so I didn't dive in to see.
Okay, looks no, looks like I don't have an OP badge for today. Last one I
Okay.
got was was yesterday's,
Okay,
last night.
let me take a look here.
Hmm.
All right, you talk. I will work.
Well, while you're doing that, Sin, there is, Canessa mentioned something about GigHub. There is a package that you can download
Ooh.
that'll work with AI that gives it all. You have to go in every single time, and I forget what the code is. I have to ask AI every time. But when you start a new session or a new scene, um, it will download basically everything that it needs to download from the Gig Hub, so it knows how to build things. So like the scoreboard, I'm sure is probably there somewhere. If you're working on
Hmm.
that, just ask
Yeah, no,
AI. Yeah.
totally. And what I did, like, I feel so dumb now because like I completely forgot about GitHub, and I'm not a GitHub person. I gave it the Decentraland documentation for shit's sake. Like I was like, here's documentation for Decentraland. Do, do my bidding. uh,
That
but
would
GitHub
probably
is
help
such
with
a
the credits. Is what I'm assuming now. I mean, like I
yeah.
said, I haven't used that other than the little bit I wrote this morning, and yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna stick with. I think I'm gonna end up going with you know um, Devon,
I
and end up going with Devon one program. Seems to be
I
better.
think you'll like Opus. You just won't like how many credits you spend.
Well, that's what I mean. This is free. I don't have to spend
Yeah,
anything,
exactly.
and it's
You
worked
know
just
how
fine. So.
you know how sad I was when I blew through two cursor subscriptions in a matter of like 30 hours?
Oh man.
I blew through both subscriptions. Well, I guess not fully. Through the API usage. And then Cursor gave me free credits after that. After it was like, I feel bad for you. Looks like you have a project that you didn't finish and you ran out of credits. Here you go, $50.
I thought you were gonna say it looks like you have a problem because that's what I feel like. I feel like they're gonna like this is a like eh it's like another version of like a drug dealer. Like we're gonna let you get hooked and like till you
I
depend on this, and then we're gonna like
I do have a
right.
problem.
Oh, my AI, I've talked to my AI so many times about this stuff that when I go, oh, my AA responds, yeah, this is bullshit, isn't it? But this is what we got to do to get it done. Literally, that's what my AI is saying to me now. That's how much talking I've done to it. It knows my sounds. Like, oh, and it'll go, yeah, I know this is bullshit, but this is what we have to do to get this done. Said it twice to me today.
That's funny.
What? That is insane.
Oh, I have some conversations that have gone on for 2 weeks. So it's got everything I've said, and and then it'll kind of take on your character over time, or just start responding the way you would respond. It's weird.
Hey, my AI thinks it might be a good idea to sail a boat to Alaska. It's like I think you're onto something. So I don't know. I mean, they're encouraging. It's like it's wonderful. I love it. I don't need to listen to real people being like, "Do you know what a bad idea that is?" So I'm just gonna tune. I'm gonna tone everything out.
Guys, I was today years old when I found out that I have a GitHub account and it has my new Fafo scene in it for some reason. Oh, now I remember it was because of the hackathon. Lastrum actually helped me set this up.
Okay, I am redeploying the scene. Hopefully that'll make the OP badge work.
I believe in you, Kanessa.
Yeah, I know. When I clicked on it the first time. It said that it had ended, and then next time it said there was an error, and then the next time it did nothing. So it was weird.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Oh my God. Okay, I typed the Decentraland repo and I found the awesome repository, which very famous repository. I found the guestbook API for I guess like collecting names, Sandstorm DCL contest repo, Dogman awesome Dogman's awesome repo. Oh, this is so cool. By any chance, am I missing any context? And because like there's only like 12 results, are there like more that I should be aware of?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't use GitHub, although I probably should now.
What I want to do is get the assets in there though. Like I know there's like Regenesis Labs has made Open DCL Studio, Open DCL, and in there there's like 5,000 assets. And I want to get those, but I don't know how to. And I thought they came from the awesome repo, but they might maybe didn't. I don't know because a lot of those are like DAO funded projects, so the assets should be available for everybody. So if
Mhm.
anybody knows how to go get that, I want a few trees in there. Like there's a few cool trees.
What was it called, or what were you referring it to?
Well, they're available in the Open DCL Studio that Regenesis Labs has made,
Oh, okay.
and so I don't know if I could go in there and download them. So I haven't messed with that, but I thought that they were just getting them from the awesome repo. So then I went to the awesome repo to try to get them, and I can't see anything that looks like just a list of assets, like a catalog list. So I don't know.
Hmm. For some reason, I found sliding doors. Meta Decentraland Mall. Should also for anyone that understands GitHub, should I be worried whose repository I'm using? Like, do people like tend to put like malicious code into scenes and get people that way? Mhm.
I've never heard of anybody. I'm sure they can, but I've never heard of it happening to anybody.
Yeah. Hmm. Maybe GitHub does some sort of auditing. I don't know. This is out of my wheelhouse. This is so cool. Maybe I should work on connecting my GitHub to my cursor. Decentraland old documentation, Decentraland governance platform, Decentraland transparency. Ooh, I wonder if you can build some of these like governance things like into a world. Like I know you've done it, MetaBeast. Like you the with the proposal you were doing, you had kind of like done a scene kind of like urging people to vote. And then
Yeah.
like by clicking on it, it would take you directly to the proposal.
Yes. Yes. I did some billboards, and then a pop up would come up on screen asking people to vote, and click here if you wanted to get there quickly, and
Hmm.
and are a link clicker. I'm a link
Yeah.
clicker. I admit it.
You're a link clicker.
I'm a link clicker.
Hmm. Is I wonder. Like, okay. Since we're feeling all high and mighty and unstoppable and stuff like that, like, is there a way to kind of have like and we would have AI create it, but like to have a like website verifier, something where like let's say someone drops you a link and you could like take that link, take put it into the verifier and tell you if it's a like malicious link or if like upon
Virus,
going. Hmm?
virus total. It's called virus, virus total. You can plug in any link to anything, and it will do a review. It'll give you a security check. You can also upload files to it, and it will check those as well.
Ooh,
It's very, very
dopeness.
nice. It's very nice to have.
Dopeness. Yeah. I bet it's like a way to not get got. Um,
Yes,
yeah,
I've used it many, many times, and it's actually well, I had already figured there was something about it, but I was correct in not. I mean, I had the file, but I did not execute the file.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah. Lately or these days, what saves me from getting got on like website, like clicking links is basically that in my browser I have automatic downloads turned off. So So like whenever I click on a link that is malicious and triggers an automatic download, like instead I get like a pop-up that says, "Where would you like to save this file?" And that's when I'm like, "Ew, no, I don't want to save any file." And then I leave. I cancel that and leave.
exactly.
Mhm.
And
But
there was a friend of ours that was hacked yesterday. Not going to say the
oh,
name, but like everything's in the main general channel. So
where in the in which general channel?
in the DCL Discord,
Oh.
and I believe they were hacked through there. They probably had a question, and my guess is that a ticket was open for them, but not
Mhm.
by support. Um,
Ah,
so
Oh.
really,
yes, those Discord. I
Yeah.
hate those things. They've almost gotten me twice.
yeah,
Yep.
I think that that's the biggest risk is like the social engineering, like the when you're when your yeah level of safety just kind of goes down and you think you're talking to a real person, and so be wary out there.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that
anytime you
hurts.
yeah, anytime you say you bring up a problem in it seems like every Discord I've gone in, and if it sounds like it needs a ticket, something uh, pops up immediately. Say click here and fill out a ticket.
Yeah, you get like a message, a DM, like when like you shouldn't. Like usually the Decentraland's like ticket process is like all within within their Discord. You don't get any like external message and if you do, it's not official.
And if it's a quick prompt response, it's probably not.
Well, it what
I'm
it
sorry.
almost got me. It almost got me, but I'm like, why am I? Why did it take me to another Discord? This doesn't seem right. And
Mhm.
then I figured it out, and I cussed them out.
You gave them a piece of your mind.
Yeah, and if I see them respond to anybody else, or even when they respond to me, I call them out right away. Anymore,
Mhm.
I freaking hate it in Discord sometimes.
Oh, my session expired.
Unless you're
Okay,
sitting
there.
in a chat in Discord, then it's fairly nice.
Okay, I have officially connected my GitHub to my cursor. So now it should be super smart.
Have any of you been using OpenDCL?
Is that the AI
That's the one the
chat thing?
Regenesis Labs did.
Canessa, I think you showed me that, right?
That is
Yeah,
supposed to be very decentralized and smart.
and I think IL made all of like flag tag with like I think 99% he said made with OpenDCL. I haven't. I just plugging away with with all of this, but I want to jump back in there. Yeah, and definitely like the assets in there are gold. Like that That to me is what I need. I want to get my hands on all of those assets so that I don't have to completely model something from scratch. So move faster.
Well, I've used it a couple of times, but I've run into some issues, and I'm not remembering at the moment what those issues were. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think like when I used it, it was still like pretty dumb. It wasn't intelligent. So, and when I used it, it was funny because I was like in a call, in a Meta Beast production call with Dr. Drip, and I'm gonna go look at land. Wonder what land is around. And Drip is like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Here, and sends me the website. He's like, here, do this instead of buy land. Stop looking at land. And so then I opened it and like spent hours like playing around with it. But I found that it was still pretty dumb because like I what I was trying to do was trying to
Oh, you
um
were trying to rotate benches, right?
no. No,
Okay.
I was trying to make a like a train because I had like told it to make like a 10-piece parcel, 1 by 10. And and I wanted a train to go like back and forth through it. It like made the train model. It was not very good. And then like when it came to the functionality, it was just non-existent no matter how much I would like try to like command it.
Well, I think I mean it's in beta, so I think just
Yeah,
like preface it
exactly.
with that it's I would
It's
feel bad
dumb.
being like this is the worst product when it's just like they literally released it to us. I think the day that Talk Sam came on and did like a little intro. So um
Mhm.
I bet it'll get better with time.
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. That, but I was just saying that when I used it, it was still dumb. It
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't artificial intelligence. It was a artificial dummy.
My when I first used it, I got on there and I forget what happened, but I went to go try it again, and I had issues logging in or using it, getting connected to use it. Um, I finally figured that out. I don't remember what all the problems were, but I was trying to
Mhm.
connect using Claude, and I don't know. It just seemed like a big hassle to use it. So I ignored it for a while, and then I went and tried it again. But as I said, there was I was having some sort of problems with it. That's one of the biggest things I find is that you know it can't seem to, I don't know, it coordinates or locating, putting something on something, or I don't know if this makes sense. Trying to think how to say it. It I have problems with just placing things in the right spot. I mean, thanks to old guy, he mentioned something that I've been using is so I once in a while I'll have AI because they used to have it for the builder. It would show your coordinates inside the
Mm.
parcel.
I think they
Because
still do. They kind of still have it in the Creator Hub,
no,
like when you're in the
I can't.
preview.
I can't find it anywhere. No,
Huh.
and if I
That
recall,
was.
I don't even think I think Bruce Don didn't even know about it in the old one. I stumbled upon it by accident, or there's
Mm.
somebody that I mentioned it to, and they're like, "Oh, I never knew that."
Maybe
And
I'm
but
not
it's
thinking of the
gone.
same thing because like literally a couple days ago when I was like wherever I would step, it'd be like, okay, this is parcel 10 and then 01 and
It would give you an X and Y and Z coordinate.
No,
not
yeah, you're
Z.
Finn. You're talking about the actual parcel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking
In the
like
about.
yeah,
within the preview, within the preview in the Creator
but it
Hub.
doesn't give you the XYZ.
Yeah,
Yeah, not the
Yeah,
Z. No, no,
yeah.
you get
whatever
no Z's.
your coordinates within that one parcel.
Ah, I see. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
Well, and I've got a code. I can send that to anybody that wants it. I created it through AI and saved it. But it'll put the chords right at the top of your screen. If you drop that in at the beginning of your scene, um, you anywhere you walk, you will see the cards, and then you just have to prompt that piece to be where you want it. But it's right at the top of the screen in preview mode.
Ooh.
Because I was sometimes placing an object where I wanted something so that it would be able to, place it right. But even then, it still did it wrong.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you use the, I'll send you the code. Um, because I even put it in its own file. So at the end of it, all you have to do then is when you go to deploy it, so all the cards aren't showing up for everybody, is you just turn around, you just delete that file, and then. But it's really helpful because you don't have to put an object in there all the time, and if, specifically if you have a smart wearable, right? You can fly. I mean, you can go as high as your scene is or whatever, and you just walk up to the space you want that at. It drops it right in there for you.
You know what you need to add to it is for it to make a path if you need it for like a
So
slide or
You,
something.
you
Or
like your pass, don't you?
no,
Yeah.
no.
Please.
so slightly off topic. Has anyone realized how good the Wisher pants look? Like Zesty is wearing them right now. Previous iterations of Decentraland never made these pants look so good. Can Canessa agree? Can Canessa confirm?
Let me take a look.
Yes, yes. Gonna have to take a look at them pants.
Yep, that's can confirm that's a pretty fire look, Zesty.
It is pretty fire.
Mm. Okay, I will do a hard restart and see if the OP badge works now.
Ah, you know, that's a great idea. Hard restarts for all.
Well, let me see if it works first. then I'll let you know.
I have no objections to your abilities, so I don't follow instructions very well.
Yeah, me neither.
It said period claimed over, or yeah, but
I want to AI process these OP badges because that'd be nice. Like, take some of that work off.
hmm. Flips are so cool. The cake is on the map now. What? In World Fantasy just said that they noticed a cake on the map. I have to look at it since I'm
Okay,
done
fancy. I
colliding.
just noticed that when I was jumping in right now, and I'm like frozen on 86%. But I just noticed that, so that is so cool. Because I was like, "What is that?" Oh, I'll have to check that out later. But that's the cake.
It, it's a giant pink target.
Um,
I wonder if you could do something cool like at the top, like right, like Fancy's cake, or like something that just like makes people look. Kind of like how Meta Tiger on like the top of his land, he has like his logo. Makes you wonder.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Fancy's booty cakes.
Oh wow, I've been talking to myself. Can you shoot with the helicopter? I don't think so, right?
No, only the spaceship.
Okay.
This is weird. I don't know what the. I don't know why it's not working. The OP badge. It says it ends in 21 hours. So
Yeah, it must be something like an issue with actual OP.
yeah, maybe.
We're working to resolve. Okay, okay. I gotta unbecome a helicopter. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Looking at the clock. Oh wow, time flies when you're having fun. We are 2 hours and 37 minutes deep into our space, into uh so what do you think, Canessa? Perhaps work towards closing down in a at 3, which would be what time would it be for you? Would it be 1?
Noon, 12 o'clock.
It'd be 12 o'clock? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm just trying to see where Miguel is. Miguel says he's trapped. So
Me,
U-shaped building with no exit. I don't remember making that. So
Miguelito, we'll save you. We'll save you, mijo.
we don't know where you are. Do you see what? Tell us what you see. I mean,
Check.
I can like. Let's see if I can do this.
Okay. I think I know how, conducting the search and rescue operation on Miguelito. All right, all right. I'm just following the dots, like wherever. Oh, who teleported me? Did you do that?
Enjoy your box.
Okay, I see. Well, joke's on you. Cats love boxes.
Yeah, well, good because this
So
one's special.
if I
Oh,
fits,
hi
I
Miguel.
sits.
Hi
If I
Miguel. How
fits,
are
I
you?
sits. It definitely sits.
I already saved myself, Miguel. That's good because nobody's coming to save you. So it's you got to save yourself. That's good. I'm waiting. Yeah. Okay. Good. Like your
Don't you worry,
box
child.
and enjoy that box. There's no windows and no doors.
Yo, I see Triple B has joined us in the space. Welcome, welcome, Triple B. Thank you for joining us. Fellow Pengu. If you're wondering what we're rambling on about is this is our community building Decentraland X Spaces. We gather here every week on Saturday, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, and we talk about our favorite virtual platform, Decentraland, and all the things. We've had deep conversations on AI, and actually, we talk a lot of different topics, right, Vanessa? Not.
Yes. Yes, we do. Hi.
Oh, hi.
Am I an avatar or am I something else? I can't tell.
You're both. You're both.
Okay. Okay. Well, I thought I'd come in.
You're a toilet, right?
Oh.
The bottom half is a toilet, and you're getting your nice shoes wet
Uh
in the
oh.
toilet water.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to undo that. I'm gonna come back as something else. Ah.
how, how do I get out of my prison, my box prison?
Um, there's only one way out.
One way out. Is this like an escape room? Oh wow. You're mean actually. Now I'm seeing where I exactly I am if I like double jump in a corner. I'm
Yeah.
inside a building, inside a black box that's you are mean.
It puts the lotion on. It puts the NFT under the door.
You
All right.
are the meanest.
Oh, this is just stage one. You should see what plans I really have. If it worked, oh, if it worked, someday it'll work. Here, I'll move you somewhere else. Okay.
Oh, oh. Okay.
Did
I
that work?
like. Yes, it moved me to the booth.
No, that didn't work. That shouldn't have, that should. Let me try it again.
It moved me to the booth, the red booth.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see. Yes, I was watching the screen.
Oh.
Let's see who else. Who else wants to take a little trip? Fancy?
Fancy is a shrimp, a transparent
Uh,
shrimp.
Fancy did not move for me though. Nah,
No,
I don't know. I don't know. Fancy it
Fancy's
didn't
flexing
move.
on us right now.
Yep.
I'm like looking around the room here, like, and I've noticed that I'm not friends with some people that I should be friends with. Like, for starters,
What?
Fancy.
Yep.
I'm not friends with Zesty for some reason. Well, maybe that was before like the friend system actually started working.
Well, I still want to know where Miguel was trapped because I don't know which building he was in.
Yeah. Yes, Miguel, take us to your leader.
Or just be careful and don't go wherever he went. Don't go there again.
Oh, don't mind me, just pointing away.
I feel like I know toxic is hot, and so I feel like we need to shade her. For some reason, my avatar is still showing up, but I'm gonna be an umbrella by her.
Okay, Miguel is taking me to his leader.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes.
I will watch on the screen.
Oh, oh, what? He pointed at this? Okay. Okay, so now we go back here. Oh, and we found Felon's Land. Okay. And then he points at this. He's like I think I was outside that. Oh, okay, I see.
Hmm.
He may have gotten in from the top. Oh, he spawned inside a building. That's why.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe you. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Unless you clicked on that specific parcel and spawned in right there, maybe. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't. There's there's no way in or out of that building. So I apologize for that.
Mhm. And also, I see that Matt came up to speak.
Oh, nice.
What up, Matt?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hello. Yep.
Yes, we
Hello.
can.
You can?
Wh-
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Loud and clear. What's
Oh,
up?
okay. Awesome. Hey, yeah. Thanks for having me up. I just wanted to comment shortly on what you guys were talking about earlier as far as AI, and being more optimistic with Decentraland. Now that we have these capabilities, and the capabilities it's getting better and better. Um, every day with releasing new models, and sometimes they make it worse or whatever. But I think it's a really good point, and I really do want to, emphasize that everyone, all of the past creators of Decentraland, I know it was scarring, to go through that. It was a pretty dark time, and we've endured a lot, but it is way better now. So I would really like to encourage like all of the people that were building before to jump in and give it another shot. It's really insane what we can do with Cursor, and having just like no development experience. You can have Cursor build some of the craziest Decentraland builds. So it's the only limitation is like your creativity, your personal creativity. And so I think it is a really good time because most of the people that are in the Central Land, I think they are naturally creative people, and they come up with ideas that are outside of the box. So combine that with the AI tools that we have now, and it's a totally different game, like Canessa said. So I was just kind of impulsive, like come up here and say that. I don't know why, but I'm glad that everybody is testing out different tools and starting to have fun and build more experiences. I feel like I'm starting to see a lot more community members that were, gamers and people that enjoyed the experiences in Decentraland. I'm starting to see a lot more of them. I don't know if you can still hear me, but I'm starting to see a lot more of them actually creating games. So I think for me personally, that's what it's about. It's coming in, making friends, and then being able to create your own experiences to um, enjoy with the people that you connected with. So that was all. And then I did want to say just one more thing. So we were talking in the Discord just randomly. I was high and decided to hop into the Central general chat. And I saw something about like Super Smash Brothers or something like that. And we were like, hey, let's put together some, MVP of Super Smash Brothers or something similar to this. So I just went on a website that said like how to make a Super Smash Brothers game, and I literally just gave it to Cursor, and then the Decentraland documentation, around like physics and all this stuff. And Cursor, oh, did I just get okay? Never mind. And Cursor
We hear
came
you.
up with a pretty cool like first pass of a game, and then I ended up staying up all night, and I made like a slapping game where you slap each other until you have a high percentage, and then you super slap, and you can smack people out of the arena and stuff. And it was just too much fun, and it was all done just AI, only Decentraland documentation, and the authoritative server that Decentraland has, now that it's working, is a complete game changer. I want everyone to give that a try. Like it sets up every single thing. Like I've, I don't, I'm blown away personally. Somebody that's been building games in Decentraland for a while, multiplayer games specifically that require a back end and persistence, with multiplayer and leaderboards and all these things. I know, the challenges that we had early on, and it was huge. It was really only open to people with that skill set, and even back then, when I first started building, those people cost a lot of money. But now, literally, just a single prompt and pointing it to the documentation, you have full multiplayer. It's absolutely mind blowing, and it's good multiplayer too. Like you can actually create something like a flag tag or something like a slap slap game that actually requires um, low latency and just accurate calls or whatever, as far as like detecting other players and stuff. And out of the box, it is amazing. So yeah, absolutely, multiplayer games with all of the good multiplayer plumbing is right there at your fingertips. All you gotta do, put in the cursor, like Sinful is explaining, maybe using a decent model like Sonnet, 4.6 and higher or something. I don't know. But it's all there. I can tell you right now, I can confirm everything is there for you to build whatever game or experience. So I can't wait for others to start building some cool stuff. And
I
that's it.
I'm happy you came up, like, to kind of speak on this because, like, you have been someone that has been developing in Decentraland for quite a while now. From Dice Masters to Antrim. You've been in the trenches, and so like as far as like setting up your AI to build what you wanted to build, what repositories do you give it? Are there like specific ones that are your go-to?
No. So I'm not gonna lie to you too. So out of even just like Dice Masters and Dice Adventure, like I am always building a system. I have a full zombie game, first person shooter zombie game. So even outside the game jam games that I've submitted, I have other games. I have like a RTS. I have a first person Call of Duty style zombie game. I was experimenting with like a side scrolling Tekken game. So I have a ton of games out there that just obviously nobody plays and most people don't know about. And so, maybe for me, like it has a ton of different repos with like examples that it's kind of pulling from, just from my, local machine. But honestly, I don't all the context that I give it is like the Decentraland documentation, to be honest. So that's why I'm
Okay.
saying it's actually really good.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I gave my robot, the documentation.
hmm And
No
the thing
repository.
is, it's props to the Decentraland team because before, one of the biggest challenges was like the documentation was out of date or like it was just straight up wrong, So earlier, a lot of us had to like, be submitting to the foundation to say like, hey, this is wrong. Can you update it to this or, whatever. But now, everything is just really good. It's really smooth. Everything's up to date. It's accurate. So yeah, just kind of shout out to the foundation for that because that was the other half that was missing.
So, all right, that makes me feel good. The documentation was good.
Mhm.
uh, yeah, they've been very good at updating their stuff lately. I mean, definitely we're living in a different Decentraland time than we did in the past when we were all like just trying to figure out like who we were in this space. Okay, let's see. Looking at our clock, have about 7 minutes left. Let's get. Oh, we lost Matt. I could hear the birds in the background, so I think he was touching grass. And I saw that Make came back up to speak. What up, Make? How's packing?
Yeah, I just wanted to keep you posted and say IRL, no AI packing still fucking sucks. So
No,
there
no
is
AI
that. Yep.
repository for packing yet?
Quite literally sucks. You could tell it like how you want to pack and maybe what you'd like to pack, but it does not pack for you. So I would ask Matt kindly to build some robots for us.
Yeah, we need robots.
But I mean, I think ultimately the one fun thing is we're seeing people explore so much. I mean, Kinesis turned into this master ninja builder, and we're getting more freedom than ever to do what we want. So I just say if you've been sitting on the sidelines, now's the best time ever to start building and push what you think's possible. Because you don't know how far it could go. Yeah, that's what I got. But I've just been listening to everybody. It's just such a different chapter, like you're just saying, and it's like it's time to fucking try, y'all. Get off the sidelines and build some shit, you know? And I know everybody's like, well, Make, you didn't build your Mig stack. I'm like, well, we concepted the hell out of that. And I learned how to DJ. And last night I had the most fun ever with my son getting after it. Now he wants to hit the decks. You don't know what you
Nice.
could be doing different until you fucking do something. So get off the fucking sidelines. CBD, build some shit.
LFG.
And
No,
packing sucks.
I love that. I love that that he wants to hit the decks a little more now. Let's go. Maybe we'll be seeing a bit more of a father son duo coming in here for the Meta Beast roaming parties.
Bro, he hit the gram. He's got a little gram these days, and he saw himself on Instagram jumping up and down with his pops from someone else. He's so fucking pumped.
No
It's like,
way.
yep, he's gram famous right now. Thank you, Decentraland. Yeah,
What?
just saying. I mean, that's the most fun ever. JE, shout out. JE, by the way, J name has been hitting Instagram so hard. Y'all don't even know the dope shit she's been capturing. So spread our wings a little bit more too. We were talking about this late into the morning. It's like we are so pigeonholed right now on X from breaking out of our boxes of wonder. It's time to explore other platforms and get out. So huge shout J Name and a bunch of others who are making it happen. Bali's been crushing. Also, Instagram. Get out of our box.
Yes, yes. Oh man, big shout out to Bali. Big shout out to J name for sure. Like they've been definitely getting out there, posting the content. I've been loving the post from Bali when like he'll take like a Decentraland picture that we all took and then give it to AI and give it like more of a like realistic look. And we look so cool in those pictures.
That was the one that somebody was like, "What platform is this on?" And I'm like, "Bro, do you think like I don't know about the others, but do you think I would go to another platform?" So I was just like, "This is Decentraland."
Yeah, yeah, it was a gold guy, which he was familiar with the Central End, so we might see him pop in here at some point. It's not impossible. I mean, we've seen Zesty back, and it seems like
Zesty is like Miley Cyrus in the video. Like I came in like a wrecking ball because Zesty did not just come back. Zesty came back and like 12 hours in bought an estate and like half of the marketplace. So
yeah. Well, I mean, it's
GG
different times.
Zesty, you win. You win the game.
Yeah, it's different times. Like back when we last saw Zesty on Decentraland, land was still few $1,000s
Yeah.
for a parcel. Like this time, this moment in time is allowing like the actual people that care for this platform to be able to like, you know, gather some assets of their own. Dusty did come in like a wrecking ball. It was very nice to see him, and I feel like he's enjoying all the new changes that have come along through the years. Uh, so to get positive feedback from a technical person such as Zesty is, in my books, it speaks volumes.
Yeah, totally. And I see Dr. Drip came up to
I
make a penguin quadfectra, right? Quadfectra, four of us.
Hey, what up? I'm actually with the chickens right now, shoveling some chicken shit, which I like to do on Saturdays. But I wanted to be real quick. I've been listening the whole time. Really valuable information, and there's been a lot of dots that just need a little connecting. So I want to put you guys on because you guys know everything already. You guys have said a lot of the right answers, but just in the wrong order. Um, and it's so when you guys were talking about OpenDCL, that's not that's not the auto builder that RGL released. And I got to give a shout out to Marversal because he's been using that and he's been producing some stuff. And that was the thing that was really rough at first. He was asking me about it, and I was like, dude, I can only help you so much because that thing's still smoking crack, which is what I like to say about AI that's just hallucinating. And OpenDCL, I conflated it too. That's Ricky. He's trying to do a long crow right now. Um, so OpenDCL is DCL's version of OpenClaw, which is like an autonomous, like fully autonomous bot that goes off and does everything for you. Well, I think it was Dr. Krillo, or maybe it was Vitsky, or maybe both of them, or maybe I'm just botching the credit here. But they actually went and made their own version of it that exclusively knows DCL stuff. And you can go to the GitHub and search for OpenDCL and just drop that GitHub link into your cursor. You don't need to connect GitHub if you don't want to. You don't need to do any of that. Just give it the link. And also, if you've been giving Decentraland's GitHub repos to Cursor, then it will eventually find this stuff. It's just if you direct it like right off the bat, it makes it a lot easier for it. You give it the OpenDCL repo, and it's got skills files in there, and those skills files are what keeps it from hallucinating. So if you need to do move player to, or create a box and have it like spin, or things that we were kind of struggling with when it was doing its own. I mean, worst case scenario is it would inject JavaScript and be like, this is how you do it, and it's like, dude, no, that doesn't work. So giving it the utilizing the tools that they gave us with OpenDCL, you don't need to go and fully use it. You can use it just by giving Cursor the skills files, and it'll stop hallucinating. You'll get way further. There are some other documentation files that work as well. There's like a utils file. There's actually like full LLM um, helper files that I give mine like 3 or 4 different ones. I'm obviously not at the computer. I haven't built a computer in the chicken coop yet. Maybe one day I will, but I'm just kidding. I can't send you guys links right now, but just do some searches, um, and you'll find like there's UI utils, so that you could have full React UIs and not just have like the basic slop ones. Um, and that's kind of, for me, that was the game changer. I spent a ton on credits. I'm with Sin. If you're using the top level models, you're gonna drain yourself. You're gonna give your whole paycheck to AI, and that's not fun. There is, like you guys were saying, there's I think Canessa was mentioning using Chat GPT for big planning, getting a big prompt, throwing it in with Opus, and then once you get to a spot where you can kind of chill, then you switch over to Composer 2.5, or these models are always changing, so you just switch over to whatever lower level model you're using, and you could preserve credits that time, or that way rather. Um, Composer 2.5 is like 10% of the cost. It's like it's saving a lot of money. So yeah, work on your flow like that. Give it the files it needs, um, and yeah, that's those are my tips for today.
So so back to my GitHub question, because like it's like right now you mentioned the OpenDCL like repository on GitHub. Like, oh, do people or can people post malicious code in here? Like, because like the way that I'm looking at it is I see a post from Decentraland, I star that post because it's like, oh, that's from Decentraland. It has to be safe. But then any other like repositories that are Decentraland related that I'm seeing that anyone else posted, I'm not looking at them because I'm scared.
Oh yeah, and MetaBeast nailed it. I was saying the same thing to myself before he said it. Totally possible, not common. So it could increase later, but I'm pretty sure most of the things that get added into the Decentraland repo are checked. And maybe they're not. Maybe they need to more. I have no idea. But yeah, it's not common. But yes, it is possible. Um, so I mean, it's always nice to stick to what Decentraland themselves have posted, or someone that you totally trust. I would never expect Lastrom to post anything funky, so anything he posts, I'm just like, yep, that's good. But yes, it is possible.
Darn, back to fearing life then. Let's see. Because like this open DCL that I'm seeing, it does not look to be posted by Regenesis Labs or anything like that. It's posted by a user named Gonpombo8. I don't know who
Are you looking?
Gonpombo
You
is.
might. I don't. I mean, it could be posted by that, but I kind of feel like you might be looking at the wrong one. There might be other things named OpenDCL. So what I think I would suggest is going straight to the Decentraland GitHub and searching some stuff in there. What I like to do, and this is how I found the Blender add-on so quick, you just go there and click View All Repos and just start scrolling through the pages. I mean, they're all named pretty well. Sometimes you wouldn't have been able to search for what you wanted to search for, but by the time you get to page 5, you're like, oh, that sounds like it. So I would say just browse it.
Okay, there we go. Decentral. No, wait, no, this is not it. This is just like overall decentral. I have no idea who posted any of this.
And also, like, there is a differentiation between OpenDCL and OpenDCL Studio. So, like, that's OpenDCL Studio. I did the like interview with TalkSam probably like a month ago, and we looked through it. And that one is I would say real visual. You can look through the catalog of the 5,000 assets, and then yeah. So just those are two different things. And I think that's the one that was very much in beta when I was trying it. Although I was able to make like a dragon game using that's where I was like, oh, this is such a cool dragon. Did they make it? And then I was at Knights of Antrim and I'm like, oh, that's the same dragon. Like, do they know that their dragon asset and all of their assets are in their repo? Like even Rustan is in it, like his avatar. So I think anything that was used, yeah, like Once Upon a Time. It's not even all DAO funded projects because it's like all the big festivals, like the music festivals. Like remember the Bjork festival? All of the assets that they used on scene are in there. So
Ooh.
yeah, that's right. I want to get my hands on all those thingies, but I need to. I just haven't done it. I
No,
probably need to.
I think Lastrum created something. I forget the URL if it's 3D assets or assets dot a subdomain on his site. I'm not. We'll have to look it up again. He shared it last time he was talking. I think he made an aggregation of all of the builder assets as well as all of the IWB open source assets. So that might be worth getting that link and feeding it to AI as well. Um, and shoot, there was one more thing I was gonna mention. I'll remember it. Oh, I got it. I would love to hear from Marversal at some point about his experience with the Open DCL Studio, and that's so silly. It's named the same shit because that's why I get them conflated, and I'm sure that's why everyone else gets them conflated. They're totally different. Come on, man, and I think that that's that just having OpenDCL, just having a link to the GitHub is enough to get cooking.
Let's see.
And I see friends coming up. Let's see. I don't know which one requested first. I just approved both of y'all at the same time. So maybe Quan and then Matt.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Good to see you guys. Happy CBD, happy Saturday. Yeah, so on the topic of like security and stuff, I just wanted to come up here and mention something that I don't think was mentioned before. No, yes and no, people can put malicious content in packages just like they can on anything that you really like download on the internet and stuff. But the main thing that you should focus on is making sure like your dependencies are updated. So the things that depend on the stuff that you're using, like npm, like vite, like some other like some other coding stuff. Not everybody knows to like update these things, right? So npm, for instance, is like used to like basically run your applications and run stuff like that. But a lot of these programs require that, especially for like a dev kind of output or something like that, if you want to like test what's going on. I think this year alone, there was like a huge security breach because people were using OpenClaw and not telling their agents to update or install the correct dependencies. Um, and by that, people were able to kind of go through the backlogs of like some of these services and get into people's shit. So have your agents frequently try to, update your codes dependencies, even the DCL dependencies. I know Open Code or Open DCL Studio does that pretty well to where whenever you open it, it kind of knows to install those. But have your agents for whatever you're working on, whether it's in DCL or not, have your agents update your dependencies and like install the correct ones and stuff. But that's it. That's all I wanted to come up here and say. Hope everybody's having a good day.
Yeah, I think a package dev got their GitHub hacked, so the hacker was able to upload some funky stuff, and they ended up fixing it same day or next day. So yeah, I would agree.
So sketchy. And let's see, Matt. Pass it over to Matt.
Yeah, I just wanted to say one thing. Well, actually, it was a question for anyone that's more knowledgeable than me. Looking at you, Doctor Drip. um, I think so. I was kind of messing around with just doing random stuff, and I've seen this in other projects, but I wasn't 100% sure how it was being done. But I I think that all of our assets that's ever been uploaded to the Decentraland, I think they all go into a content server, right? And then basically everyone, like if you're building in Decentraland, whatever, you can use any of the things in the context server. So like there's a bajillion emotes that creators have uploaded to like the marketplace and stuff to like sell them. But in like games and stuff, you can use those emotes in your games, even though you don't have the GLB. You can download the GLB from the content server. I think that goes for wearables too, but maybe there's some type of limitation on wearables. So I think that basically, like Vanessa was saying, as far as like, using assets from other experiences in Decentraland, I think as a creator, you have access to all of those assets that's ever been uploaded to Decentraland to be able to use those within your scene. So I don't know if that's a part of like, the stuff that we sign off on when we're uploading stuff to the Decentraland, but I'm pretty sure that that's the case.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with you. I appreciate the compliment. I'm not smarter than you, Matt. But yeah, I do think that those are publicly accessible. I mean, you could even go on the marketplace and pull GLBs from the source code. Um, and it's, I mean, that might be the nature of publishing to an open source platform. That's a good question. I don't know if we all agreed to it. Things like disabling the VRM export should have some hold. But at the end of the day, it's all open on an open source structure. So yes, I agree. It can be taken. Hopefully, people don't download it and steal it and go publish it and say that they made it and do all that copycat jazz. But yeah, it is possible.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's kind of cool. Like it is what it is. Like I said, I don't care if anybody uses our assets. I mean, it would be cool to at least ask or something, or say like, hey, like, or just don't use them for anything crazy. But I think it's like it's just another cool piece to like the Decentraland, like that we have access to all of these assets. Like for the slap game, I love that slap game. I'm not gonna lie, we got to play it one day. But for the slap game, the winner, it has like the cinematic pan to like the winner, similar to flag tag or whatever. And the winner is doing like what is it? I think it's called Smack That. The emote from the Ice Poker when they released all those emotes. The winner's doing the Slap That, and I think it was
Yep.
really funny. I would like to reach out to them and say, hey, like I would like to use this, but I'm not sure if they're necessarily still around, but. I think it's cool, like, because there's a ton of emotes, and for people that are creating, and I know for me, like, I had to go and, hire Issa, an amazing emote creator, obviously, to do, like, the emotes for KOA. So we do have the custom emotes, but it is a nice, for prototyping and stuff like that, it's nice to be able to use emotes that are just already in the context, or the content server, so. That was it.
It,
So if anybody's using stuff like in the Citrus building, just know that is another resource.
It reminds me of the NPC builder script where you could actually put NPC characters together using just Decentraland assets. The biggest one I remember is Lastrum made a custom one where everyone went to Ingzar and had a clone of them walking around, and it would reflect whatever wearables they were wearing at the time. So you could go change, and then your Ingzar clone would change as well. So yeah, it's definitely possible just by giving the I guess the URN and it displays all that stuff, even though Angzar didn't own all those wearables, and you know, and they might have been like a unique, you know, and that was just the cool feature about the NPC builder package. So yeah, that code was made, and I'm sure emotes is the same thing. And yeah, I guess that's just the beauty of it.
I'm just looking on GitHub over here, like, oh my God, there's like everything here.
Yeah, and just I guess to just expand on my answer to for you, Sinful, as far as like the GitHub stuff. Yeah, it kind of really all depends. Like I haven't used like the Awesome repository in maybe like a couple of years. I remember though, like when I was first building, like that was my best friend, right? Like I was always in the Awesome repository trying to figure out like where like examples are and stuff, like for stuff I was trying to do, like where is there like a small example or something. So I would say it really just depends on like what you're trying to do. I think they have like way more stuff in there now. I haven't, like I said, I haven't looked in a couple of years, but I imagine there's probably like way more examples and stuff. So it's like for me, it would be like, what do I want to do? Like, what is this experience? And then looking at the repository that would possibly have like an example for me, and then like pointing it there. So like, there's no like one repository, you know, to fit all type of thing. And I don't know, maybe there is now. I don't know. That's just how I was using it. Like I said, I don't. Now it's just really simple. I've gotten extremely lazy. Like it's actually really bad. Like I don't, you know, I try not to touch code whenever I don't have to. I've got like I think it's a different story, but yeah, uh, just all that to say, like yeah, I just kind of look for the repository that's may have an example that I could use.
Nice, nice. Okay, yeah, and kind of mixing it with Quan's suggestion about the NPNs, and make sure that your dependencies are updated, and possibly maybe even ask the robot if they are secured. All right, all right. Lots of good stuff. I see we have gone 18 minutes over our scheduled time, but that's all right. I'm just going to pose the question out there if there are any other topics or, continuations to the current conversation that anyone wants to, um, chime in on, like definitely do so. If not, perhaps we'll start closing down here. The silence is loud.
I think the silence says it is lunchtime.
The
And
silence does say the void. The void says it's lunchtime. Alrighty, alrighty then. Then let's start winding down here. Let's go around the room here for anyone that has any final thoughts, comments, or concerns. We'll start with you, Matt. Any final thoughts?
Nope. Just I think going again with the theme of this chat. Just everyone, please go back out and try to build whatever you were building before. And then come play the slap game after you're done. Thank you for having me up. I appreciate it.
Nah,
Oh, and
you.
sorry, one more thing actually. Sorry, one more thing. KOA, we are having a building contest. So all the builders out there, we're doing a 10 by 10 builder contest for our raid boss levels. So we're selecting 3 winners. It's 6,000 mana worth of rewards for first, second, and third. Um, so please come, through the Discord, look at the requirements or whatever, and yeah, more details to come. But let's have some fun. I think it'll be a good opportunity for people that are thinking about hopping in the Creator Hub and making some builds. Here's a reason to. So make sure you stop by the KOA Discord and check out the builder contest. And again, thanks for CBD for keeping the conversation alive for ever, it seems. Thanks a lot, guys.
every every week we out here. um Matt, dude, I'm happy that you came up, and gotta give you your flowers, because y- let's start with this competition here. Like, you're doing it in a way where you can include everybody. Like, you are putting the prizes forward for people to, like, strive to gain them, opposed to the, like, other methods I've seen around, of like, if I collect 4,000 mana, I will add more features to this game. Like, nah, man, I like your methods way better. So, dude, honestly, like, thank you for sticking with it. Like, I know there was a time where, like, we wouldn't see you around, but I knew you were cooking in the background, because, like, I would be seeing, like, either chatter, like, in some Discord, you popping in, like, asking questions or whatever it may be. So, yeah, definitely got to thank you for sticking with it. And in all honesty, like, through your efforts in Antrim, like, I kind of see you as one of the leaders when it comes to knowledge in, like, building in Decentraland, and also applying AI to building in this. So I'm definitely paying attention to you, my friend. Alrighty, alrighty. Next up, we had let's get some final thoughts from Quan.
Yeah, appreciate you guys having me up. Always love seeing you guys, and joining in on the conversation and stuff. Um, keep building. Yeah, there's nothing that you can't do. There's huge opportunities right now to make some cool stuff, and like nothing's holding you back. So, and nobody is holding you back. So like, do it. Just get out there, start building, start testing some stuff. FAFO, and know that you have the like support and like people around you who can like help you with that. So yeah, come to the warehouse on Thursdays. We got some cool stuff cooking. We got a new like game experience that we're about to drop. What else? Oh, I just found out this today, but in the Forge Hub, you can export your VRM, your avatar or whatever, with mouth movements. I think Lastrom just like added that maybe last week or something. So yeah, check out the Forge core.xyz. Go create and love somebody. Thanks.
Dude, okay, Forge now has, like, what is it? Like, when the VRM has a armature with it? Like, that is awesome. Hmm.
Yeah, he's really made some pretty like dope updates to it. I see like the UI's changed and stuff. But yeah, another example of a brilliant human who just does things, and you guys can too. Everybody can. Everybody can build stuff. Everybody can make things. So yeah, thanks for having me up, guys.
For sure. Thank you, Quan. Let's pass it over to Make, my pudgy brother in crime.
First of all, I'd like to say welcome, Triple B. I haven't met you before. We've had 40 different DJs play at the Meta Beast Roman Party. I see you're a DJ. We always love welcoming new family. So, welcome to CBD, but also reach out if you're looking to spin. Man, it's been so fun lately, and honestly, last night was about as much fun as you could have. Hot Mess Express, full tilt, 100%. If you're bored and you're building and you need some inspiration, I would say go watch last night's stream before it goes, because it's hilarious, emotional, and fun. And that's what we're doing. We're breaking fucking down barriers. Break out of a box, and if you could stop by and pack a couple boxes for your boy, I'd be super grateful, because it sucks. Have a great one. CBD for life. Stay pudgy, stay cute. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Yes, uh, good thing to add, Make. Like, Triple B, definitely. We host an event, a music event, every Friday night. We have, oh my lord, Make, how many performers have we had come through thus far? I know you have that
We
number.
have busted through the 40 mark, which is so wild. It has been a little less, by the way. Huge shout to DJ Vape, our co-host with the most, who's always down and dirty, but he'll be taking over from you next week, all week long. Come dig in the crates with your boy. That is really a fun way to not only share music, find music, and also learn more about the DJ process. That's really what it's about, is like helping people know how to grow and where to start if you want to get down. So keep being free, fam.
Love it, make. And keep being you. Ready. Dr. Drip, you're up.
Yeah, I'm about to go get back to work. Scooping poop in the coop keeps me humble, keeps the chickens happy. I've been a little quiet in DCL, but I've been cooking more than I've ever cooked in my life. I got my 3D resin printer back up and running. I've been 3D modeling custom car parts that don't exist, and things are looking so good. And then the last thing I would share, which is totally top secret, I'm creating my first PCB, custom PCB. Um, it's for an LED Bluetooth controller for the automotive industry. The prototype I made produced some results that have features that are completely absent from the automotive LED industry. So I'm coming for throats on this one. It feels really good. Right now, I am finalizing the routing process of the custom PCB. The thing's already done. I've shared it with some friends. And then I've got to do software, make the app. And yeah, I'm trying to get myself to a point where I feel like a Charizard and no longer a Charmeleon. Because I've been a Charmeleon for way too long. But yeah, I still love you guys. I walk by M's computer every day and get to see what you guys are wearing and stuff. But I'm still showing up to the Friday parties, and I miss you guys. I do. But I'm not going anywhere, and I will see you guys soon once I am fully evolved. Much love.
Oh, don't sell yourself short. Even if you are a Charmeleon, you're definitely a first edition holographic Charmeleon. Love you, Drip. And dude, I can't wait to see your creations come to fruition. And I mean, definitely like what you from what you shared with me, basically the what it is, it's like what you're making is basically movie shit, like shit that you only see in like a movie. Like, the dude, like, keep pushing, and there's no better person to do it than you, dude, so keep doing your thing.
And I want to say thank you to Canessa for pushing us to put the cars in world. Thank you for building on them, doing the underglow. I didn't even know you did the underglow yet. I'm stoked for it. Thank you. Keep going all you want. I love it. But yeah, that definitely inspired me heavily to instead of touching grass, to get back to my car and touch that for a little bit, so that AI is changing. It's changing everything, and we don't just need to focus on the Decentraland and digital worlds that we all love so much. While we're touching grass, maybe we're going to invent a new sprinkler system that's never been thought of before. I don't know. I'm just saying we can take these new tools and don't forget to try out some other things too. And that's where I'm at. So thank you guys. You guys have inspired me more in my life than ever before. So yeah, I just owe you so much love. Thank you.
Love you, Drip. Alrighty, Canessa, you are our next victim.
Yeah, yeah, Drip. I feel like the next evolution is like taking what we're learning in DCL out of DCL and like cars, boats, everything. Like I think we're leveling up so much. And the car, I wanted to surprise you, so I was like, "Oh, he'll see it eventually." And I shared a pic with of like there's literally 20 spotlights on it, but now they cancel each other out. So I got it to work the first time I did it, and then it hasn't worked again since. But it so I'll keep working on it. It's kind of funny, like multiple ways to solve a problem, but yeah, I think and Rishi just said, "Hey, mana is up. It's up 18%, you guys." I didn't realize.
Oh, whoa! Did we inspire some big whale to buy some land or something?
I don't know, but I feel like cashing out and buying a boat. Like, sorry, not sorry. Like, I
It's no,
wow.
no, Canessa. No, you don't buy the boat until the floor price is up.
It's a really cheap boat, you guys. It's really cheap.
Oh,
I don't know if that's
okay, okay. I believe you.
oh
I
my
get
god.
it.
Yeah. I put some wearables up for sale. If you guys want to fund my boat, go buy some wearables. Nothing super like
Uh,
nothing.
On my
But
way.
man, man, if I don't know. I
Hey,
definitely
I know we're wrapping it up, but I'm sitting on my boat right now. I'm a boat guy. I love boats. I just want to
no.
know what kind of boat are you getting, Vanessa?
Well, I have a boat that doesn't quite float. So I do have that, but what I'm looking at like a O'Day 23 because it's trailerable, sailorable, and affordable because boats are super cheap right now compared to what they've been in the past, but storing them has never been more expensive. It's like 500 a month to store the kind of the size I need. So this would be like it could live on its little trailer. How about you?
Nice.
What kind do you have?
Yeah, so I have two. I have a 36-foot Chris Craft, and then
Nice.
I have a 21-foot Harris pontoon that I do rentals from. So
Ooh, cool. Boats.
yeah, it's fun stuff. I love boating. So if you ever, we should get a meta boat. Like we'll get a meta boat and start floating somewhere
I know.
at some point.
Oh, that pretty soon, soon. That'll be awesome.
I'm gonna have to visit you, Matt. I mean, we haven't seen each other since 2022.
Wait, Sin, you
It's been a
can't
while.
do that. You can't do that because every boat owner knows how many friends you suddenly acquire as soon as they know you have a boat. So
Okay,
don't be that
okay.
person. Don't be that person.
I'll bring my own boat, Matt. We can boat together side by side. Um, but I did see M come up, Canessa. So I'm sorry to rip the mic off of your hands for your final thoughts, but I'm gonna give it to M.
That's okay. That's good.
I don't have anything very important to say. I just wanted to say hi and um thank you again for the cars, Canessa, because I keep seeing them mentioned and it just makes me so happy and it makes me feel super special. So I really appreciate that. And yeah, I've just been a little bit MIA, so I just wanted to say hi and that I think you're all great. And yeah, I hope you have a great week.
Thank you, M. And I think MIA is okay, and it's actually good. Like old guy gave me some advice that maybe maybe I'll heed that advice. I think maybe we all need to like take a break, especially during the summer. Like we push so hard, and as old guy said, you don't have to carry the fate of the platform on your back. And like I know, well, I'm gonna go on vacation soon, and then August, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna force myself to step away, like I don't know, for like 2 weeks. So just, um, I think yeah, like it's probably good for all of us just to be like, we're not gone. We're just gonna go touch grass and play with roosters for a little bit.
Canessa, this is the time of year where I don't want to be outside.
Ah, yes. Well,
Florida
that's good.
hot.
You know
Florida
what? That's
very hot.
perfect. Then we can take time off. You stay inside. Pretty soon it's going to be like pumpkin spice oversized hooded sweater weather and we're going to be inside and you're going to be like, "Yes, now I can step out." So it all
Yes, now I can
balances.
wear my shorts outside. Perfect, perfect. Okay, well, we'll just take turns taking breaks then. All right, all right. Just to wrap it up, did you ever wrap up your final thoughts?
I think that's just it. The KOA contest information up at the top. Come by this Tuesday. The stream should work and we'll build something together. And yeah, just have a good week. Take care of yourself. Be safe. Be safe out there.
Thank you, Canessa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, I guess on my end, Just a reminder, pop into ABC Decentraland tours later today. I believe 6 p.m. Eastern is when they begin. And Metaverse After Hours tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. I think it's 9 or 10, one of the two. But yeah, make sure to pop into those. Lazy Sundays tomorrow, as well as man, I feel like I'm missing a Sunday event. Well, I know I'll be streaming for on Decentraland, YouTube, and then Monday we have MoFi Mondays, of course. We gotta join Stony Eye at Casa Rustan for that show, and then we will be hosting our weekly Beyond the NFT uh, this coming Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and our special guest will be Esteban Ordano. So, yeah, bring your questions and yeah, let's get ready for a great week. I'm personally excited to speak with Esteban for Beyond the NFT and kind of like see where his mind is at since the last time he spoke to us like 2 weeks ago regarding our favorite platform, Decentraland, and and yes, see how we can move forward. Like one of my biggest things that I want to kind of like get from him is like how can the community help like their efforts, like is it like just testing new products, or do we need to like develop something on our end? So we'll find out. Well, I'll try to get it out of him. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll be back here next week for um Community Building Decentraland Week 111. Bye.